Hi guys, it's Milka and welcome back to my channel, NutAeum. Today's video is one of those monthly videos, right, that people be doing on YouTube with the tarot, where it's looking into the focus of the next month. So for us now it is November. But this has got a little bit of a twist. I would like it to be a little bit more focused on helping you guys heal if you're interested in that. So we're still going to take a tiny look into what it is that you can possibly bring in the material world in the month of November. But we're also going to be taking a bigger look, and I think the main focus here is on what you can focus on releasing in the month of November as you either start or continue your healing journey. And every pile or every group, it's not a pile really, I guess it's just a card for you guys to choose from today, but every group is going to be in the description box, getting near their timestamp a video that can help you to facilitate the healing that your cards are going to be talking about, that you guys could use. So I'm going to be finding videos that I actually recommend to my clients, that I've personally tried out myself, that I think are going to be really helpful for you guys to continue your healing journey, so that you can remove the obstacles in your path to the things that you desire. So before we begin, I'm not wearing any of my custom crystal bracelets, but I did want to do a shameless self promotion, advertisement, I don't know, and tell you guys that I do private readings outside of here. So if you are interested in a personal reading, all the ways to contact me will be in the description box down below. I do have a 48-hour response time, so you'll get your response within 48 hours. And I also do custom crystal bracelets that help people to either embody more of what it is that they would like to embody, or reach the goals that they're trying to reach quicker, or to help people along with their healing journey and use it as an activation. They are completely custom to whatever it is that I feel you need and that you discuss you would like to have addressed through this bracelet. They do get charged with Reiki and light language, and and they get attuned personally to your energy, and there's violet flame work stuff that goes on with them too. So it's a whole bunch of magical, whimsical wonderfulness. And again, if you're interested in one of those, you can reach out to me through the sources provided in the description box below. Okay, now let's just get into the selections. So for group 1, we have Affair. I don't know if you can see the card. I'll hold it up closer. I actually don't know if you guys can see the card or not, so hopefully you can see it. And then we have, for group 2, Fortune, or Fortune. For group 3, we have Power. And just so you guys know, you can be drawn to more than one group, and that's okay too, right? So it's whatever you feel called to do. Group 4 is Adaptability. And group 5 is Discrimination. But I keep reading it as Discernment for some reason. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys, and you can choose it based on the words, based on the numbers, based on the images, okay? I know some of the words may not seem pretty, but look at the image more so if you're really worried about the words, okay? And feel guided to not just what you think is necessarily pretty or the most desirable, but what you truly feel called to see. So I'm going to give you guys a moment to choose your cards. Hey group one, this is your group if you chose this card, Affair, with the number 5 and Venus in Leo. I already just, I can speak English. I already finished shuffling out your cards, guys, just now. So let's get straight to it, okay? So first we'll be looking at what, and I guess this will be also the energy check to see if this is your group, but what are you currently experiencing? And then the bottom row will be what you have the opportunity to leave behind in October. And the first couple of weeks in November can sometimes, like the first week of November, because I am posting this video kind of late in the month. I need to figure out a whole scheduling thing with these like monthly ones so that you guys actually have enough time to watch this video. But yeah, okay. So we have the Hermit, the Nine of Cups, the Tower, the Father of Swords, and then this is from the animal spirit ones. We have the Buffalo, and then we have the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. So you guys have a very interesting spread. Let's start with what you are currently going through. I feel like currently you guys are working on balancing your lives. Like you're trying to incorporate everything all at once, and you're trying to have everything at, like, say for example, you have your business that you're doing or your work, and you're trying to be like, oh, I do work stuff 33% of the time. I do personal life stuff 33% of the time. I do self-care stuff 33% of the time. 33 point whatever to make it 100. And I feel like, I guess it would be 33 point. Yeah, let's not get into it. That's fine. I don't need the specifics. But I feel like that is something that you guys have been putting a lot of emphasis into, is like finding the balance, and then feeling slightly unsatisfied because you want to, like, you have all of these ideas for these passion projects and these new inspirations that you've been getting in the month of October, right? But at the same time, it's like you also have been going through your own little ascension / healing journey and expansion journey, and it requires you to be more isolated. So I just feel like as you're going for the things that you want, you kind of feel stuck in the fact that, oh, but I need to take care of myself and I need this alone time, but I have no time for anything else. And do I sacrifice this personal time? Do I sacrifice the social lifetime? It kind of just feels like that is what's been going on. It feels a little bit like trying to manage time and then feeling a little bit dissatisfied because you feel like you have to consistently, at least at this particular moment, or you have been feeling like you have to sacrifice one thing for the other because it's hard to find the balance. It's also interesting because in the last monthly video that I did, group 1 also had the King of Swords, which interesting. And then we have the Buffalo here, which is also just talking about where you currently are at in yourself. And with the Buffalo, again, to me, it's like talking about the healing journey. You have lightning coming in with the Tower and with the Buffalo. So again, I just feel like there's so many downloads and ideas that are coming to you, and excitements and ways that you can develop all aspects of your life, whether it be your social life, spending time with your family. But it's just, you're like, I need the time to be able to execute all of them. So I almost feel like they're giving you all these ideas, right? Divine is giving you all these ideas. You're getting all these insights from your higher self. And you're just like, yeah, but when am I going to get to apply it? Because they gave you, like, say, 5 months worth of insights, but you're thinking, oh, how am I going to incorporate this all into 1 month? I think it's more so just kind of giving you a heads up of what, as you're trying to figure out this balance and you're putting in, because sometimes life has to be a little out of balance, you guys, you know? But I feel like that's what I'm sensing with you guys the most, that you're on this healing journey. You are really trying to be gentle with yourself. And though maybe some of you have been kind of wanting to go out and be a little bit more social, you realize that you need a lot more isolation. And I think that's what you're trying to get to yourself. I also just heard with this Buffalo card, self-love, and I'm seeing that with the Hermit. So I think you guys are really trying to find the balance because you are trying to take care of yourself. You know, you really are trying to show yourself love. Now, what you have the opportunity to leave behind in the month of October. This is interesting because you have 6 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. And these are actually positive cards. So you may wonder, like, why is this something that you would have the opportunity to leave behind? But you see with the 6 of Pentacles, this person is like really trying to find balance, right? They're trying to give to this person and give to this person and give to the other person. One person ends up getting more, and because they haven't replenished their energy, another person gets less, and they end up with nothing, you know? So I feel like something that you guys are getting ready to leave behind in October is the overgiving, oversharing, is spreading yourself too thin because you're trying to be of service, because you're trying to do your part, because you're excited about what it is that you're doing. So this is where you're currently at, and it's funny because you actually are being given the opportunity to start leaving this or shutting that behind for something a little bit more healthier. And even with this 10 of Pentacles, right? I feel like there's concern about not being able to spend enough time with your family, and you can leave behind that concern, or like your loved ones. So it could be friends too. And you can leave behind that concern because all of these people in your life, they get it. They understand that you need to take care of yourself. You guys have a lot of support coming through for you. So I just feel like you're gonna be, more than anything, getting rid of these standards, right? Because this is more so coming through as pressure. Pressure to give to everyone, which leaves you feeling like spread too thin. Pressure of spending time with loved ones and people that you care about, and friends and family. When really there is no pressure, because like they get it. They're like, okay, you need space, you need time, go for it. You know what I mean? But I think actually moving forward, November is going to give you a little bit more chance than October did in being able to spend time with them. But yes, okay. Wow, that was pretty quick. Let's get into what you guys will be focusing on in the material world in November, as well as what Divine would like you to heal or focus on healing in the month of November. So give me just 1 second. I'm gonna clear the cards here for Jal. I just got these in too. I'm so grateful that they made a mini version of these because they're so portable. Okay, next step. We have, oh, oopsies. Oopsie doopsie. 1 second, guys. Okay. So what the material focus is for you guys, you have the Swan, the Vulture, which I thought was interesting because you have 2 birds. The Swan was on the bottom of the deck and it fell out. The Vulture was on the top of the deck and it fell out. Then you have the 3 of Swords and the High Priestess. And then for the healing focus, we have the 4 of Cups, the 3 of Wands, Death, Security. Have you guys ever seen Bonquiqui? I think it was on MTV. I don't know if it was SNL or MTV, or if SNL is on MTV. I don't really know. It's been a while and I never really watched it, but I've seen that skit and it was hilarious. And then Exceptions, and I'll read the message to you guys after, when we get to this section. And then we're also going to be getting some advice too, but we'll get to that after. But you know what? I'll set it to the side here for now. Okay, guys. So what is your material world focus for the month of November. Honestly, I feel like on some level, there is a little bit of a need to focus on protection. And I don't mean that in a scary way. I just mean that because you guys are really serious about going about your healing journey so that you can manifest and attract the love that you desire, the success that you desire, and that you're worthy of, you know, and the blessings and gifts and miracles that you desire, and again, that you're worthy of. I feel like because you're doing all of that and that healing is happening for you and you're removing those obstacles, you're going to be kind of still in that vulnerable state, okay? And the more you surrender and go through your little ascension that you're going, that you go through your ascension, I just feel like there could be some people that may try to take advantage of you because you're just going to be shining even brighter. I think there's going to be a certain sense of purity about you. And people are really going to try to be, not everyone, by the way, this is just a couple of people that maybe in the past have taken advantage of you before, or if it's like new people that come in just for a moment, they're not even main characters in your life, you know what I mean? They're just like little passing by people, may try to kind of keep you around or keep talking to you, right? Because they feel that purity, and it's like they don't realize they're trying to drain you, but they kind of are. I also feel like you guys are coming into balance with this healing. And remember how I said I feel like you guys are going to get the opportunity to be more with friends and family a little bit in November. It's just a little bit more. Okay, guys, there's still a little bit of isolation because like I said in the previous section of your reading, you guys got like 5 months worth of downloads ahead of time to give you the heads up on what it is you're working towards. You can't apply or find, it's like, not that you can't, but it's very hard to find that balance and to apply that in such a short period of time. You know what I mean? It's like 5 months worth, not 1 or 2. So it's okay that you're still looking for that balance and just continue to give yourself that time. Don't worry, you're gonna be able to have a social life again. It's just you kind of need to have this recluse moment, and don't think like you're missing out on anything either, because whatever is meant for you will always be there. If you're being guided to take a little bit more time in isolation or self-caring, which means being on your own and spending time with loved ones over having a social life, say, right, then go for that. You're not going to have everything in balance right away. I also feel like another thing that they would like you guys to focus on in the material world is continuing to trust yourself. This 3 of Swords is giving me like serious trust kind of a vibe, and the High Priestess here too. It's just like continue to trust yourself. I feel like this is part of your material world things too, is kind of coming to terms with the fact that you do still need to do a bit more healing. You do still need to have more time to get that healing done. So it's almost like you're coming to terms with things that I said just now and actually applying it, and you're not becoming completely recluse, but I feel like you're pulling your energy still more inwards, which is actually good, because before, remember what I said, you get to leave behind spreading yourself too thin, and you get to pull your energy more inward. It doesn't mean that you still don't share or don't give or any of that. It just means that you're now giving just as much, if not more, to yourself, which is what is allowing you to continue to do the things that you want to do and help the people that you want to help and beings that you want to help. Because what if you want to help somebody other than a human? But yeah, so that's actually very lovely for you guys, because this just seems like more self, you know, like coming to yourself kind of. Now, what does Divine want you to focus on healing in the month of November? So actually, I think it goes very like hand in hand with what I just set up here. I feel like your reading has been very clear, you know, very precise. And I will say, when I was shuffling cards for you guys, like a bunch of cards would fall out at a time. You know, it wouldn't be like 1 card here, 1 card there. It's like, no, they're like, we're just going to give you all the cards at once. And I had to reshuffle because I was like, this is too many cards. And again, they fell out. They were like, this is how we wanted to deliver the cards. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll take the cards this way. But anyway, so I feel like for you guys, what Divine would like you to focus on, and remember what I said in the beginning or the intro of the video, I will link some kind of a video for you guys to help you with this part of the healing, right? But Divine would like you to focus on healing. Oh, ooh, interesting. Divine would like you to focus on healing the fact that whatever it is that you do is not enough. You see, that also explains why you're spreading yourself too thin, where you're trying to find that balance. While you're doing all of that, it's almost like you're saying, what I'm doing is not enough. I need to be doing more. I need to be doing more, right? Because again, you got the vision for the 5 months. You're trying to do it all in 1 month. And on top of that, you're trying to create this really difficult standard for yourself of having the perfectly balanced life, which will come in time after some things are a little bit more stable, you know? You're still in the beginning parts of some of these journeys that you're currently on. And so one of the things that Divine would like you to focus on healing is realizing that whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you contribute to yourself, to others, is exactly what it needs to be, and it's completely enough. Okay, it is completely enough. Whatever it is that you do is enough, because I feel like there is a sense of, I need to keep doing more. I need to keep doing more. I need to do more, you know? And it's almost like you may not have realized it, but you have become goal-oriented or objection-oriented, right? Like you're going towards an objective. I don't know, whatever. You're going towards a specific goal, right? You become destination oriented as opposed to enjoying the journey through the destination and realizing that there is a journey to the destination. You know, you guys aren't going to be putting out everything that you always think is 100%. And that's okay, because you know what? Whatever it is that you put out is exactly what people or other beings need to receive. And whatever it is that you give to yourself is exactly what you need to receive. There is nothing wrong with taking it easy. There is nothing wrong with taking a break. This constant feeling of I'm not doing enough, I'm not doing enough, I'm not doing enough. It kind of leaves all of these plants with not enough water, because it's like you start to replenish yourself, you get to 20%, and then you're like, oh, but I'm not doing enough for all of these things, so I'm going to pour into this and pouring into this, pouring in. You had 20% of replenishment out of 100, and then you just use that 20% to distribute it all between those other 3 things. You know what I mean? So I just feel like you guys are going to be given the opportunity to do the healing, to realize that exactly what you give, exactly what you do is enough. You are doing enough. You are doing the most. You are doing the most. Even when you're taking a break, you are doing the most, okay? And then we also have with the security and exceptions here. Exception says, when it comes to money, well, these are money cards, but I'm using them for the reading, so whatever. But when it comes to money, what do you believe is true for other people but not for you? Why? What do you want to do with this information? So again, with security, I feel like you guys, with the whole I'm not doing enough, is because you're worried that whatever it is, it's part of this security thing, you know? I think it's also that it's like, I'm not doing enough, I'm not being enough, right? I'm not giving enough. And you're worried that because you're not doing that, the things that you're not giving enough for are going to fall through. The people that you're not giving enough to are going to fall through. The career that you're not giving enough to is going to fall through. The social life that you're not giving enough to is going to fall through. The family life that you're not giving enough to is not going to fall through. I mean, yeah, is going to fall through. I don't know if I was saying is not the whole time, but I meant is, you know? And it's like, no, like, first of all, take a deep breath. Okay, it is all going according to plan. If somebody else were going through this, you guys would have been the first to be like, wow, you need to take a break. You need to relax. You're putting so much pressure on yourself. You know, these people aren't going to disappear just because you can't give to them for a little bit because you need it. You know, and if they do, then they weren't meant to be in your life, right? That's the kind of advice you guys would give to others. So why are you the exception? Don't you deserve to have that same kind of nurturing tenderness that you give to others for yourself? The advice that you give to others, the unconditional compassion that you give to others. Don't you guys think you deserve that for yourselves? I'll answer that for you. You do, okay? So you're going to be able to leave behind in this month or you're given the opportunity to heal in this month, this sense that you constantly have to be giving 100% in order for people and things to stay in your life, in order to keep things in your life. Okay, guys? And then, like I said, I'll find a video for you guys that I think will be helpful with this sense of security and realizing that exactly what you are is exactly enough, even if it's just something to help calm your mind. Yeah, okay? Because you guys deserve this peace of mind. You guys deserve to realize that you don't have to be giving 100% to everything 100% of the time. Like, it's not fair to you, okay? And then for your advice cards, we have, what is this? Oh, this is carnelian. These are new cards, so this is carnelian, even though it looks pink, to be honest with you, but okay, carnelian. I'll read them to you after. And then we have purple tourmaline. And we have Venus, Virgo, and pessimism. Okay, so we'll get to these last, I guess. Let's just talk about these three. With Venus and Virgo and pessimism, I kind of feel like this is talking about, again, like with this swan, I just feel like you guys are going to be blossoming, and you're going to be, even if you are in sweatpants because you decided, you know what, let me be gentle with myself, you guys are going to be beautiful. Because the more vulnerable you are, the more exhausted and tired and vulnerable and continuing healing that you guys are doing, the more your soul shines through. I actually find that oftentimes people look some of the most beautiful when they feel kind of distressed or when they're having a rough day, because they're so sensitive and they're so vulnerable that their soul gets to shine through and peek through. You know, so I feel like you guys, your beauty is just increasing. All right, it's like, and I think the amount of compassion that people are going to have for you that you were worried about losing because you're not giving your all is going to surprise you. With Virgo here again, it's kind of like there's more focus on yourself, right? Healing and self. Just work on yourself and your career for now. And then work on yourself and family, you know? Because I kind of feel like you're gonna have to be balancing work and family. So give a couple of weeks in the month where alternate the weeks, you know? 1 week you're focusing more on yourself and career, self-care and career. Every week, you guys, self-care is one of the top priorities. But you can alternate the weeks of like, this week is going to be career, this week is going to be family/social life, next week is going to be career, next week is going to... I feel like social life is not as much as family, because I kind of feel like you guys just need the presence of family. And you know what? You guys could have very good friends, and I wouldn't incorporate them into social life if they're so close to you that they feel like family, because I feel like it's not about going to a party or going to a club or going to do something with a lot of people. It's more so about you spending time with that individual or that small group of friends. What the heck is that? Sorry, I just saw something flying, and I hope to heck that it's not a mosquito. Okay, anyway. Yeah, you see what I mean with the mosquito? That's like something that goes to suck your blood. So again, it's just kind of like, keep focusing on yourself, doing your protection, spending time on whenever you need to work on work, do the work. And then alternating week, you're going to be focusing more on family / friends, right? Because I feel like you guys need them in your life in order to continue to help you see that you are supported in the things that you do, and that, like, just for you guys to feel supported and held and loved, you know? Because I feel like you guys need that a little bit right now as you're going through this with this whole, like, I'm not giving or doing enough. I think them being around you, it's going to be feeling very healing for your heart as you realize just how supported you are. And with pessimism here, I feel like the pessimism again is going into the exceptions here, right? It's like, if other people are capable of taking a break and coming back and being extremely successful and not losing clients, not losing this, not losing that, why can't you? Right? So I feel like this is just a little bit of that. It's kind of like if you find yourself getting upset over not being able to do exactly the things that you wanted to do, just remember, it's okay. Your time is coming. It's just right now, there are a couple of things that are a little bit more important to be focusing on, okay? And then with carnelian, it says courage, motivation, endurance. Powerful and bold, carnelian increases confidence in yourself, especially when you need to take center stage and use your voice effectively. A stabilizing stone, carnelian, helps balance volatile emotions for long-term vitality. Believed to protect the soul in the afterlife, carnelian is a stone of the living, meant to motivate you to take chances with the life that you have. Life is meant to be lived with passion and desire, and carnelian gives you the courage to do so. Carpe diem. Seize the day. Taurus, Cancer, Leo, and Scorpio sun. So, with carnelian, which is ironic because this is everything that we were just talking about, like, you're kind of getting a little bit of a pause from having a balance completely in everything all the time, and like the social life. But I feel like, again, it's kind of tying in with the pessimism to me and saying, like, find the joy in the things that you are capable of giving yourself. Find the joy in the things that you are capable of doing, like spending time with family and friends. Like, enjoy that, right? Because again, with the work, again, I just feel like even though this is technically finding a balance, right, where you're alternating the weeks for the month with the work and family life and stuff, I feel like that's just going to feel unsatisfactory to you guys, because you want to be able to do like a social life thing every week, a family thing every week, a work thing every week, and self-care every week. That's like 4 things, you know? That takes time in addition to you having to do work, right? And having to do creative, well, when I say work, I mean creative projects and stuff, but I think you guys get what I mean. Like, it's a lot to juggle in just 1 week. So I feel like you guys may be a little unsatisfied or feel like it's not enough if by alternating, but kind of just realize, like, whoa, no, actually I'm finding balance in my life, and as things start to kind of become a little bit more auto-functioning, I'm going to be able to add an extra thing to each week, you know? So find the joy in that, and remember what I was saying, like, focus on the self, focus on replenishing the self. I feel like carnelian is saying that too, like, just connect with your beauty, with your sensuality, your self-care, you know? Just like that self-love, that self-worth, that compassion, and trusting yourself again. With purple tourmaline, we have grounding, protection, and serenity. Interesting about protection, because that's what I was getting here. It's not like this vulture is completely bad, because I don't think some of these people are bad either. I just think that some people kind of are a little needy, and they can sense your light, and it's like they need healing, or they need some kind of a something. And so they're kind of like, they're not meaning to be mean or drain you, but they kind of want to take as much as they can get because they feel like they need it. And that's when it comes for you to be assertive and be like, hey, that's it. I'm not giving you more than this, because self-care, right? Purple tourmaline gets straight to the heart of the matter, dispelling any negativity around core wounds, especially issues carried over from past lives. Purple tourmaline is a great protector and can create a shield between you and alien invasion, possession, and unwanted attachments. It removes illusions so you can see reality for what it is, without any judgment. that is where serenity and peace lie. When we are able to detach from external views, grounding yourself with love and trust that you are always, ground yourself with love and trust that you are always protected. Libra, Venus, and Mars. Okay, I think this is interesting because we have protection, which I mentioned here. Then we also have trust, right? Which we mentioned here, like having faith, trust, all this stuff. And then also trust that you're protected, right? With the security as well. So I think that's interesting. It kind of all ties together. But those are your cards, and let's just do a final roll of the dice. And you know what? I'm gonna ding the singing bowl for you guys too. Okay. So we have Uranus, 10, Virgo again, and the 12. So Uranus, I think, is talking about the fact that change is coming, change is happening. You are progressing. So have a little patience. Again, it's just kind of like the reminder, have a little patience with yourself because you're trying to make, again, it's like, I feel like that was just the perfect example, the 5-month plan that Divine has like struck with inspiration for you into like a 1 or 2 month plan. And it's like, child, have patience, okay? Like have patience as these changes are occurring, and they are occurring. You are progressing. You have progressed since October. You are progressing in November, and you are creating that consistent progression. You guys are doing what you have to be doing. So don't worry about not doing enough, because you really are. Even when you take care of yourself, the more you take care of yourself, the more you are doing than you realize, okay? Especially I'm getting in your work, because I feel like there's a little bit more of a concern with like doing enough for work related things, and it's like you are doing enough for work related things. Just continue to take care of yourself and nurture yourself. You guys also had death, right? Which to me, this is kind of like putting an end to a cycle, like working yourself to death, right? Putting an end to that cycle and kind of realizing it doesn't have to be extreme like that. You don't have to give 100% all of the time. Like when I was saying here with the 20% replenishment, it's like you don't have to work yourself to death constantly and then need the break so severely. You don't have to do that. You know what I mean? You can get yourself to 50% and then replenish. You don't have to get yourself to empty before you replenish. You're not paying for gas. You know what I mean? This isn't something you're paying for to replenish yourself. Unless you're going on a little retreat or a getaway. But in that case, still an investment in yourself is an investment in your life, is an investment in your business, and you're always going to get back for that. Like you're going to receive back for that. And then with the 12th house, again, the 12th house is kind of like talking about the end of a cycle and being gentle with yourself as you go through that transition. So again, I feel like that has to do with death, like the end of the cycle there. Okay guys, so that was your reading group 1. Like I said, the video that I find for you guys that will be helpful will be in the description box. I hope you guys enjoyed. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Do you feel like this resonated with you? Is this like something that you're excited about? Is this something that you claim to finally be rid of this whole thing that you're not being or doing enough? You know what I mean? If you guys do try out the video, which I highly suggest, I would love to hear from you guys in the comments as well, letting me know how it went. I would recommend doing it more than once, okay? You're gonna have to do it maybe for like 2 weeks. Try doing it if you can, every day, or if not 5 times, or like 5 days out of a week for like 2 weeks maybe, or as long as you feel like you need to be doing it, just because healing is more than watching one video and doing the stuff there. You know what I mean? You got to do it a little bit consistently for it to start engraving into you. But yeah, if you guys like this video, I would appreciate if you gave it a thumbs up. Ooh, that was loud. Sorry guys. But yeah, and I have a lot of other stuff planned for you guys. I'm going to try to change my upload date to Tuesdays. So we'll see how that goes, because I don't want to miss giving you guys a video by doing that. So we'll see when it comes through, okay? But yeah, I would appreciate if you subscribe, because like I said, I do have lots of big plans for this channel, and there's going to be so much more on here than I think just tarot eventually, because I would like to help you guys continue your healing process, in addition to giving you the things that you would like to also hear and see videos about as well. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed, like I said, please give a thumbs up. I do give private readings as well if you're interested in one of those, so we can cater specifically what you would like to focus on healing. You can reach out to me through the information provided in the description box. But that was it for today. I love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day, Group 1. Bye. Hey, Group 2. This is your group if you chose the Fortune card, or shall I say fortune? Every time I see that word, I'm always going to be saying it like that. I don't know why. In my head, that is exactly what it is. It's fortune, you know? I have already gone ahead and shuffled the cards before starting to film your section, so let's just get straight into it. The top row is going to be well, also this will be a great energy check, by the way, to see if this is your group or not. But the top row is going to be what are you currently experiencing, and one card saying where you're currently at. And then the bottom row is going to be what you have the opportunity to leave behind in October / the first week of November as well, because your girl's posting this kind of late. I know, I'm working on figuring out a schedule for the monthly videos so that you guys have time to watch them and not like 3 days. So, but okay. So for the first few cards, we have the Two of Cups, the King of Cups, the Star. I don't know if you can see them. I know these are tiny too. So we have the Two of Cups. There it is. The King of Cups. I don't think I showed a close-up for Group 1. So feel special, Group 2. I mean, you guys are all special, but the Star and the Otter. And then we have the Ace of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. You know what's crazy, you guys? I'm not gonna lie to you. When I was shuffling out all of your cards, the ones that have tarot involved, like almost all of them kept showing me the Wheel of Fortune. Even here on the bottom of this deck, you have the wheel, which is the Wheel of Fortune, which I think is so interesting. And I just realized as I was laying out your cards that you guys picked the Fortune card. So, pardon. Oh my goodness. Pardon me. I think that is so interesting. But let's do the energy check of where you guys are currently at. And to be completely honest with you guys, I feel like your reading is going to be completely different from everybody else, because I don't know, it's kind of crazy with all the Wheel of Fortune. There's so much spontaneity. You know, there's so much stuff that's kind of up in the air, and it's meant to be a surprise. And I think there's kind of stuff that's I don't know, we'll get into it. All right, so energy check, right? Where are you guys currently at, or what are you guys currently doing, or what is currently happening right in the last couple of weeks maybe, or right now unfolding for you guys. So to be completely honest, I feel like you guys have learned how to continue to choose yourself, and I feel like you guys have become the romantic partner that you seek, right? And you guys are opening yourselves up even further to receiving just in general. I feel like not in just a romantic sense, but receiving love and just receiving in general. You guys have probably been really good at being the provider type before, but you guys have been on this healing journey for some time, I can see, because I don't see this being as much of an echo for you guys. And I'm sorry about the background noise. Unfortunately, part of the fun of my videos is that you get to experience the ambiance of the outside world that so happens to exist when I film, for whatever reason. So yes, enjoy the atmosphere. I kind of feel like you guys are also going out kind of more frequently, or you're starting to go out, you know, like you're starting to come out into the world, maybe not so frequently, but I'm seeing maybe like once a week, once every couple of weeks. Wow, that is obnoxiously loud. I'm sorry, you guys. I really hope it's not as loud as I'm hearing it on camera. But yes, I do also feel, yeah, I just feel like you guys are, everything is just kind of gonna start working out for you. Like things are starting to fall into place. That's why I feel like you guys have been on your journey for quite some time, because you have found a place where I wouldn't 100% call it mastery, but you could call it mastery, right? The reason I refrain from using the word mastery is because it could take, like, mastery, I think, happens at the end of our life. We can get near close to mastery, but to have something maintained, well, I guess it depends on the context. But I feel like with your healing journey, you guys, and like balancing out your life, you guys have come to the place where you have attained a certain level of mastery, and it's actually quite impressive. You know, applause to you guys, because this is not a year's work. This is like a couple of years work, maybe even longer. And yeah, I think the biggest thing here is that you guys are opening your hearts to receive, and you guys are drawing, because of that, you guys are really bringing in all the things that you kind of desire. I also feel like you guys are just kind of content. You're happy with where you're currently at. You know, things are going well for you guys. You're more in touch with your emotions, and like I said, you've provided for yourself the things that you need, and you're allowing yourself to receive. So you guys are, I almost want to say you guys are golden, you know. And then where you're currently at, like this is what's currently going on, I feel like I also feel like you guys are getting a bunch of new opportunities coming your way if they haven't already started kicking in. Like the universe is either going to be presenting things to you, or like actual people are going to start coming up to you randomly and presenting things to you, or you're going to be making some kind of opportunities for yourself just because you've put yourself in this state of receiving and receptivity. With the otter, I feel like you guys are also like you guys are super playful, and there's so much joy and fun, and like I'm getting you guys are also kind of spontaneous. I think that's something that's coming through a lot with all these Wheel of Fortunes. There's a certain sense of spontaneity. That's the word. And I think that I don't know if I said spontaneity earlier, but that's the word. I also feel like you guys are, I feel like you guys are kind of like pranksters. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that you literally do horrible things to prank people, but I can kind of see you guys being a little mischievous, you know, and you guys like to rile up some feathers. Ruffle. I know English for sure, yeah. But yeah, I feel like you guys like to ruffle feathers. Why is it always my group twos that get the loudest noises? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, group two. I don't know what's going on outside, but it's always my group twos that seem to get these excessive noises. But yes, so yes, I feel like you guys have kind of also just you've been going on a whim recently, right? And you're kind of giving in to the opportunities that come through. And I feel like the thing that you're being given the opportunity to leave behind in the month of October is actually having to be in control of a lot of things, and the sense of you're not entirely sure of exactly what's coming up. But it's almost like, I don't know, I feel like this is, even the stuff that you guys are getting the chance to leave behind, it's not that big of a deal. Like with this Wheel of Fortune, it kind of is just, I feel like this is something you guys have already been working on, but it's kind of just reinforcing the fact that you're open to the random things coming into your life and receiving. And so this sense of things just kind of coming up, it's like you guys have a little bit more of a sense of security, you know, even though it's stuff that's unexpected, because you guys are so spontaneous on your own, and the things you guys have been healing and working on, I feel like on some level, it's also just reinforcing the fact that you're going to be feeling even more secure in yourself as these new things continue to present themselves. And with this Ace of Swords, I feel like this is kind of like you having the opportunity to take your hands off the wheel and just letting divine guide you even more so. So it's like living a life with less control, but it's actually so much more fun. you know, so I feel like in a sense it's actually reinforcing the spontaneity that just naturally comes with you. And because you have continued to open yourself up to receive, it's like divine, right? God, however, universe, whatever you guys are okay with saying. I feel like they're kind of saying like, oh, since you've already opened yourself up to receive, like, take your hands off the wheel, let us take you to this incredible destination that is coming your way, or you are coming to it and it's coming to, I don't know, it's you guys are going like this to each other, you and the destination. Okay. So yeah, I think that was kind of interesting. So let's see what else we can get for you guys for what is, because you guys got such positive cards, you know. And then we also have like on the bottom here with the whale. The whale is so original, so unique, and there's like, it's like a gentle giant, you know. It's like healing, nurturing. It has an incredible song. It's so individual. And then you also have the lovers on the bottom of this tarot card deck, which again is more emphasis on love. And again, I kind of feel like you guys are choosing yourself as opposed to staying in relationships, whether they're romantic or not, that were toxic to you in the past. So you guys have become the romantic partner that you are looking for. Like, again, they're emphasizing that. And oh, I don't know why I'm removing this. And I just feel like you guys are bringing in so many more opportunities because you've created that balance for yourself. But yes, now we're going to be looking at what are the material world focuses in the month of November, and what divine would like you to focus on healing in the month of November. So we have the penguin. Oh, this is cute. We have the frog, the Two of Swords. There is that Wheel of Fortune again. The Eight of Wands, the Nine of Wands. I think it's actually kind of interesting, to be completely honest with you guys, because we are just talking about all these great things, and you're becoming your own soulmate, right? And all this stuff. You're giving yourself the love that you wish to receive. And the Wheel of Fortune is something you guys get to leave behind, but it's kind of following you into it. And I don't feel like it's something bad. Like, I don't feel like it's something that you guys have to heal, even though it's come up in like every tarot deck except for the little animal ones. But yeah, we'll get into it in a sec. So then we have Seven of Coins, or Seven of Pentacles, I shall say. Two of Swords. Six of Swords. Oh, friends and peers. And talents. And I'll read this after when we get to this section. Okay. So, what is your material world focus for the month of November? I kind of feel like the material world focus for you guys is to continue to just kind of go with the flow and continue to explore your individuality and continuing to be authentic to your true self, and continuing to give yourself that loving and healing and the trust in God and the universe to get you to where it is that you're looking to be. You know, I think that there's more focus in the material world on your individuality, and again, getting to where you want to be by continuing to trust. Like, there seems to be a big emphasis on trust here. I also feel like you guys, again, with the Eight of Wands, yeah, it's like getting to where you want to be. You see, this person is riding a unicorn to chase their goal. Right? They're riding a unicorn to chase their guides, to take them to where it is that they want to go, okay? And with the Nine of Wands, I just feel like you guys are going to be continuing to stand out from your peers and from people around you. And you see how even in this Nine of Wands, this person has that same like animal, creature, I think it's a fox, guiding them, and this bird guiding them too. Right? Again, it's just showing like, yeah, you're kind of paving your own path. You are completely embracing doing the thing that you are passionate about, as opposed to something that you could have been good at before and you were just doing it because you liked it, but now it's like, well, it's been time for a change, and it's good. You guys are creating that change, right? So some of you guys could have had like a career that was good and stable, but then you were like, I wanted to explore this passion, and you guys started going for it or coming up with ways to actually go about doing it, and you started giving yourself the love that you want to receive and all of this stuff, and you're trying to be as true to yourself as possible. It's kind of like very, I want to say self-exploration, but it feels more like a self-acceptance than an exploration, because I feel like you guys have already done the self-exploration. I just feel like this has been the part where you kind of embody the things that you've discovered about yourself in the past. With the Two of Swords, again, this is kind of going in with the trust, because you see these unicorns. I always thought they're horses, but apparently they're all unicorns, I think. Or maybe it is a horse and that hair is just, I don't know. These equestrian beings. Is that the right word? I don't know. They have blindfolds on them, right? So it's kind of about, again, talking about that trust, where you're just going with blind faith and seeing where the universe is going to take you, right? Like taking your hands off the wheel. So I feel like it's just putting into practice the stuff that we talked about in the last section. Now, what do you guys have the opportunity to heal in the month of November? What Divine would like you to focus on healing? With the Seven of Pentacles, and oh my goodness, I just realized the Two of Swords is here again. Wow, you guys have a lot of repeating cards. The Two of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune a bazillion times, a bagazillion times, I don't know, whatever, you know what I mean. I think you get it. And then the Six of Swords. So this, and there's a butterfly in both of these. So I feel like the emphasis here is that trust, right? So it doesn't seem like it's complete. I just, I'm going to have a video for you guys in the description box near your timestamp that I would recommend to help you integrate what it is Divine would like you to continue to work on healing. But I just feel like, again, there seems to be more emphasis on trust and continuing to go with your passions. I feel like that's why I said you guys have a more different reading than I think anybody else is going to have, any other group, because your reading kind of seems to be reaffirming the same message in every section of it, which is, getting to the point where instead of stressing the hard stuff, you're kind of on your way and you're allowing yourself to trust and you're allowing yourself to surrender. And I feel like Divine is asking you to completely surrender, and you're going to realize that your surrender is not even a leap of faith or anything. I mean, it is, but it's not even that big of a leap, because it's like they're literally right underneath your feet. So you think you're jumping off a cliff, but they literally catch you at the same foot level. You know what I mean? And with the Six of Swords, I just feel like they're telling you to continue to explore your individuality and to continue to embody your true self, because that's what's going to continue to help bring in the person that it is that you guys are seeking for yourselves, that partner that you're looking for. Okay, whether it is romantically or in business or whatever, but it's going to help bring in that partner that you guys are looking for. With friends and peers, I also feel like you continue to be yourself with your friends and peers, and it's almost like saying, like, you continue to surround yourself with the people that you feel like accept you for exactly who you are. And anybody who you start feeling like is beginning to kind of drain your energy a little bit, cut them out. It's not worth keeping them around. I feel like you guys have entertained or tolerated, I shall say, quite a few people in the past. And now it's kind of like you guys don't need to tolerate anybody, okay? Just continue following the things that bring you joy. And with talents, it says, think of a past situation around. So these are money cards, so it's going to always say money, but I will apply as is. As it must be applied. But yes, think of a past situation around money that was wonderful. Which of your inner qualities stepped forward in those moments? What is this here to teach you about your talent? Oh, what is this here to teach you about your talents? Okay. that message aside, I'm just going to interpret it how I feel it. What I feel for that is, again, Divine is asking you to continue to pursue your talents and the things that bring you joy, and continuing to go for your passions. Just like how you guys are working on becoming your own soulmate, just like how you guys are working on showing yourself the love you want to receive. That's what's going to help bring in that person that you guys are looking for, right? But then also, continuing to explore those things that bring you passion is going to not only bring more passion into your life, but joy and success, because you're doing the things that bring you joy. So naturally, you guys are going to continue to get success. But I don't even think that that's going to be too much of an issue for you guys. It doesn't seem like this is like a big, healing thing. So congratulations to you guys, because this just shows how much work you guys have put in before and how far you guys have come on your own. And some of you may think like, I didn't really do that much before, but you know what? Being in this place means that there has been some kind of an effort to get you there. Okay, so allow yourself to feel applauded for exactly what it is that you guys have done to get yourselves there. And you're going to continue to stand out, by the way. I feel like you're going to continue to get more recognition in whatever it is that you guys are now doing currently, what you guys are currently pursuing, right? You guys are paving a new path and showing people that they can pave their own path as well, and creating this opportunity. So then we also have Saturn. So these are now advice cards. We have Saturn, the North Node, the last quarter moon, strengthen, majesty, enhance, and we have, I'll read the backs of these cards once we go look at these, but then we have green aventurine, red jade, I'm guessing this is tiger's eye. Yeah, tiger's eye. And ametrine. Okay. So, with your advice, there seems to be giving an emphasis on time, which I think is interesting, right? I just feel like everything you guys are getting are words of encouragement. That's the biggest thing it feels like. It feels like you guys are approaching your time to be able to get to the most truest, most authentic form of expression of yourself, where you don't have to cater to hiding, like, say for example, you have 100 personalities, but you felt like you had to hide like 10 of them in order to get, with certain people or in certain environments, or to get what you need or want. But you guys are coming to a place where you get to embody all of them all the times, and people are aware of that. You know what I mean? Like, obviously you're not going to be 100 personalities all at once, but I feel like you're going to be embodying it 50% of them there, 50 there, 2 there, 3 there, whatever. And it's going to be known to the public. Whereas before, like, those 10 personalities were completely hidden from everybody, I'm guessing. So I feel like you guys are coming into that place where you're just really, I feel like you guys are just coming into such a happiness. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are going to be completely happy and feeling fulfilled. And like, you guys are putting an end to that old cycle. And though you guys have had like good stuff before, like maybe a certain sense of happiness before, I think this is going to be like a real fulfillment, because you can be your true, most authentic self constantly. You know what I mean? All expressions of you, all aspects of you get to have some kind of an expression. And I feel like on some level that's going to feel very freeing for you guys. And also, I just feel like you guys are also getting your psychic gifts strengthened as well. Like your psychic, sixth sense, intuitive gifts are being strengthened as well, because as you continue to surrender and give in to the guidance of divine, what you're really doing is giving into the guidance of yourself and creating an even stronger channel between you and cosmic forces, so that you can enhance those kinds of natural gifts and abilities that you already have. Oh, speaking of enhance, that's funny. Now let's get into your little message off. So green aventurine says prosperity, fortune. What? Fortune again. How many Wheel of Fortunes did we get? Like 3, right? Because there was one on the bottom here. So 3 Wheel of Fortunes, the fortune card, and then fortune again. This was the first card that fell out. Fortune and opportunity. Known as the good luck stone or as the stone of opportunity, aventurine is used to attract abundance into your life. It propels growth not just physically but also personally, presenting learning opportunities for your soul's evolution. Aventurine also aligns situations so opportunities appear, acting as a stabilizing force. Aventurine balances male and female energy to bring a soothing harmony between yin and yang. Aventurine can also attract love, complementing the heart chakra and resolving lingering emotional issues, Aries and Mercury. So I think it's interesting because this kind of touched on a lot of the things that we talked about with the whole like attracting in the person that, you know, or the person that you're seeking, whether it's for love or business, and also like bringing in, like being the things that you need. And I just saw 222 as well. So that could be significant for some of you guys. Sorry, I had to take a sip of water, y'all. Your girl's thirsty. But yeah, and I, again, with this like whole luck and stuff like that, it just makes me think of that surrender. And because of that, you're being rewarded with all these opportunities that are coming to you. Then we have courage, optimism, and power. A courageous and brave stone, Tiger's Eye motivates you to show up as your best self, dispelling any fear and doubt in your path. Known as the shapeshifter, Tiger's Eye embodies healing energies from both the earth and the sun, drawing optimism towards you while also grounding you in reality. Call on the warrior inside of you and pursue your ambitions with laser focus, with confidence, strength, and power. Tiger's Eye helps break through any blockages that stand in your way. Activate the warrior inside you. Leo, Capricorn, Sun. With the optimism, again, I feel like that's coming through, and it's like that inner strength. I also feel like there's just a lot of emphasis on excitement. Like I'm feeling so excited for you guys. So you guys have a lot of things to be excited about, and I feel like they want to keep it a mystery because the whole point is you're doing that thing where you have surrendered, right? You've surrendered to God, to the universe, to divine. And now they're going to be rewarding you because you've been practicing. And remember what I said with the Lover's card and the 2 of Cups earlier. It's like you guys have been working on creating that balance and giving yourself the love that you receive and allowing yourself to receive. Giving yourself the love that you want to receive and allowing yourself to receive. And you guys have created this balance within yourself. So I'm really incredibly proud of you guys, if it counts for anything. Because I know you guys don't know me, but I just want to say I'm incredibly proud of you, okay? And then we have energetic, intuitive. Didn't I just talk about your intuition increasing? And connected, right? With the connection with divine. So a combination of amethyst and citrine. Ametrine opens the pathways between the physical realm and the spiritual realm. With a sunny disposition, this stone can alleviate stress during challenging life transitions. With the ability to go beyond the surface, ametrine brings the shadowy parts of us to light, healing deep wounds and trauma by confronting them directly. Ametrine encourages you to hop in the driver's seat and take control over your life, aiding in discernment and clarity. Ametrine gives you the confidence to take the lead. Libra, Jupiter, Neptune, and Pluto. This is so funny because I was using that same example earlier, except it's not you guys taking the lead. You guys are taking the lead by giving divine the wheel. You know what I mean? So I think that's actually kind of funny. And then with the red jade, another card for warrior. It's interesting because you guys have like abundance stones and grounding stones, like root chakra stones, so lower chakra stones. So, and this says warrior again too. Warrior, individuality, and chi, or ki. Chi? I don't know. I always called it chi, but I think it may be ki. I don't know. Unleash your inner warrior. Red jade is a stone of power, able to release anger in constructive ways that solves problems. Filled with chi, known as life force in Chinese culture, red jade enhances passion, vitality, and strength. Take action and move decisively. Red jade enhances your courage, protecting and inspiring you as you move forward in your day-to-day life. Use red jade when you are looking to have exponential results, whether it's with your finances, business, or with your physical health. Good luck is bestowed onto you. Aries Venus. So even with like this red jade, right, I'm getting for you guys, like, honestly, it's making me think of like a high sex drive. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I'm getting passions as in like lower body region passions coming to rise. So I feel like as you guys continue to go for your individuality and completely express who you guys are, you're expressing your individuality, and I feel like on some level you're freeing the sexual the sexuality that you guys had that maybe you had hidden before because maybe some people had made you feel uncomfortable about it, or have or maybe it was considered taboo or something, and you guys are like, yeah, forget that. I'm going to be completely releasing myself. And I feel like all of the joy that you guys are experiencing in general is also going to be manifesting itself in just not just enthusiasm, but in this sexual pleasure in life. Okay? And let's just get your guys, or the sensation of sexual pleasure. Because like they said there too, it is life force vitality, you know? Then we have, oh my goodness, speaking of sexual pleasure, what the heck, you guys? We have the Sun, the number 15, which is associated with the Devil card in Tarot, Scorpio, which we are in Scorpio season, Scorpio Sun season, and the 5th house, which is Leo energy. So Leo Sun, right? Leo and the Sun, those are correlated. And then we have Scorpio Sun, we're currently in Scorpio season, but also just Scorpio in general. And then 15 with Capricorn energy, but also with the Devil card. So I feel like these are the kind of final hints of advice. And again, I'm just getting like you guys are super passionate, and you're only going to be filled with even more passion and joy and happiness and like encouragement and fulfillment and stuff, which again, with the Scorpio energy here and that Devil energy here, is just making me think like you guys are gonna be exuding sexual potency. I don't even know how to explain it. There go the cards again. But yes, so good for you guys. It's always my group twos. You guys are wild. Y'all are crazy. I don't know. You always have all the extra sexy energy. I don't know what to say. Congratulations to you, I guess. I feel like it's just going to be exuding even more out of you guys. I also feel like with the Capricorn and Scorpio and all of this Leo Sun energy, you guys are continuing to shine, and you guys are going to get some good income, like money. I feel like it feels like the kind of money where it's almost like, I don't know why I heard the word dividends. So I think that has something to do with the stock market. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Okay. I don't know, but I feel like you guys are, you guys are getting some kind of a money, but it feels like the money is something that has taken time to get to you. So that's why I think it was kind of showing like it was an investment that is developing. So what you guys are doing is going to eventually give you guys a lot of result, or you guys are possibly going to inherit a little something in the month of November. But that, I'm assuming, is going to be for very few of you. But I do feel like whatever it is that you guys are going towards is like an investment financially, even, because you guys are going to gain a lot coming from it. And just following your passions in general, you're going to gain a lot from it in general, not just financially, but in all aspects of your life. And I think it's an incredible investment, so they're continuing to encourage you in doing so. But yeah, group 2, that was your reading. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Like I said, there's going to be a video to continue to help you to embody this in the description box below, though I honestly am not sure if you guys would even need it. I knew you guys are going to have a different reading from the beginning, I guess, because I just kind of got that vibe with all of the Wheel of Fortunes. But yeah, and if you guys like this video, I would like to hear from you guys in the description box below. Is this your pile? Were you cross-watching for someone? Were you, are you actually stepping into this? Is this like an empowering moment for you? Have you been working on the whole giving yourself the love you want to receive? Are you following a passion? And if you did like this video, I would appreciate if you gave it a thumbs up as well. And if you would like to see more, I do have big plans for this channel and lots of stuff that's coming to fruition. So if you would click the subscribe button, you could stay up to date on whenever I post and whenever new stuff is going on, and I would also just appreciate it as well. I do also offer private readings, and you can reach out to me through any of the mediums in the description box below. And yeah. All right, you guys, that was your reading. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Lots of love and light to you. Bye, group 2. Hey, group 3. Welcome to your reading. This is your group if you chose the number 8, the Power card, or the Moon in Scorpio. Before we begin your reading, I just wanted to say I kind of feel like some of you guys are actually I'll just move it here now, are cross watchers, or you either are cross watching for someone, or you are probably cross watching for someone with another group, because I'm getting like some of you guys, okay, grain of salt here, people, only take it if it applies, but I feel like some of you guys between group 2 and group 3, y'all are cross watching. So take that as a confirmation for those of you who may have had the interest of picking another group or thinking of cross-watching. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is and what it is. Okay. Before we get into your reading, also, I would like to just kind of break down exactly what we'll be doing. The first portion of the reading will be looking at what is currently going on in your life and where you're currently at, and what you have the opportunity to leave behind in the month of October / the first week of November. Because like I've been saying in every group so far, I'm gonna be working on getting these monthly videos out earlier for you guys, so you have more than like 3 days to to make to see this basically. But I was like, I'm gonna put it out anyway because I've been thinking about it, so here it is, the video. I'm gonna change my upload dates somehow to a Tuesday so that you guys have more time in general for next month and moving forward. But anyway, aside from that, this is also going to be a great way to check if this is do an energy check to see if this is going to be your group or your reading. So let's get right into the cards. We have the 9. Ooh, I gotta sneeze. Bless me. Thank me. Okay, I was gonna say bless you, and I corrected myself and said me because I don't know why I blessed myself. It's the personal empowerment. I don't know. But yes, so it's funny because actually, you know what? I be a Scorpio and my birthday is on November 8th. So, but anyway, I don't know why I felt the need to say that. We have the 9 of Cups, basically. The 7 of Cups. The 8 of Wands. The Magician. Also, I will say, because I shuffled all of your cards right before starting your reading, and I feel like so far you guys have the most cards of any group, the 2 of Wands, I will say. And then you guys even got 2 cards for the who you guys are, or like where you're currently at. And you have the Bear and the Starfish. Everybody else has been getting just 1, but you guys got 2. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune and the 8 of Swords. Okay, so what's currently going on with y'all? Alrighty guys, I feel like you guys are, it's funny because actually I feel like the last group also got an 8 of Wands at some point and they had a bazillion Wheel of Fortunes. But yeah, I feel like you guys are on your way working towards creating the success that you have always wanted for yourself and making your dreams come true. But I also feel like you guys are kind of overwhelmed because there's so much going on all at once, and you're getting all these ideas, all this like spurts of opportunities, and everything seems to be going on at once. And I feel like you guys are trying to this is kind of giving me group one vibes too. So you really could have been drawn to more than one group, you guys. But I feel like you guys have been trying to find this kind of like management between, with the Magician, it's really making me think of like managing all those aspects of yourselves. And you guys have actually been doing the work to make sure, like, okay, I have a social life this time, I have a this whatever this time. But yeah, I just feel like there's more opportunities actually coming your way. I know this is supposed to be where you guys are currently at, but I feel like there's more opportunities coming your way. And you guys are currently working on manifesting your dreams into a reality, and actually going about doing the things that you've always thought about doing before or wanted to do. Like, you guys are actually putting the work into it. You guys are putting it into action. I also feel like you guys are getting a lot of creative insight, or you're about to be getting a lot of creative insight. It seems like you guys are getting a lot of ideas that are divinely guided, and you guys are currently like becoming more glowy, you know? In regards to where you guys are currently, like, this is just what's going on, I feel like. I also feel like you guys are managing your time in the sense of people as well. You guys have gotten better at it, not giving too much to other people, but I think this is still going to be one of those things for you guys that you have to kind of keep reminding yourself, at least for some time, is you don't have to keep giving too much to people because you care about them, because you deserve that kind of care too. I also feel like you guys are, first of all, you guys are nurturers at heart. You know, you guys are so caring, you're so strong, you're so nurturing and nourishing, and it's no wonder why it can be actually very hard for you to continue to prioritize yourself over helping other people, because you genuinely want to help other people just out of the kindness of your hearts. You guys have absolutely amazing and incredible hearts. You guys are one of a kind, you know? And I think some of you guys may think like, oh, I'm not one of a kind, you know, like there are others like me, I get it. And it's like, no, but even amongst those people, you are one of a kind. You guys are individual, okay? I also feel like with the starfish here, it's like you guys are approaching your time to glow, your time to shine, to thrive. And it's like you guys coming out into the world, right? I feel like that's what's been going on with you guys the last couple of months, is you going out into the world, you coming out into the world and being like, hey, I am here, world. I exist. I have always existed, but I've been hiding, but now I'm no longer hiding. I'm like coming out into the world. Like a cotillion, right? It makes me, I think a cotillion is what they're called. It's like when young ladies would be like their coming out party into society, to let eligible bachelors know that they are an option in regards to getting married to them. So it kind of makes me think of that, except it's not just marriage, it's kind of like the world, you know? You guys are coming out into the world like, I exist. And you guys definitely deserve it, because you guys have absolutely incredible and amazing hearts and kindness and minds, and you guys are just, your heart, I can't even explain it. It just glows, it radiates. It's so incredible. You know what? I'm gonna ring this for you guys now. Yeah, because it's just so incredible and so pure. I mean, you guys have an incredible purity about you. And the capacity that you have to love is limitless, but it's just like, I can't even explain it. It's limitless, but it keeps expanding somehow. It doesn't make sense. It just is, and it just exists. And you guys have this heart that is incredible. So you guys are amazing. But yes, and then what you guys have the opportunity to leave behind in the month of November. Okay. One of the things that, October, but I guess maybe since I said November, it could be one of the things you guys are working through in November. And that is the sensation of feeling trapped and fear of the unknown. I feel like you guys have kind of been working on this, but you guys are very stubborn and you have a lot of like, yeah, just stubbornness. So I feel like because of that, it's been taking a little bit longer for you guys to learn this lesson, or like it's a consistent thing that you have to continue to kind of keep engraving into yourself, that you can trust, you can let go of control, you can release, and you don't have to feel stuck or trapped in the sense of what you assume your obligations or your duties are to others. I think it's more so the realization that you can rely on other people. You can trust that God, the universe, divine has got your back, and that you are not tied to obligations. Okay, you don't have to do anything. It's what you want to do. It's what you choose to do. You're not obligated to fulfill any needs or requirements for other people, because you guys are so used to overgiving in the past, right? And not really getting to receive. So I feel like that's what you guys are getting the opportunity to continue to release. It's like that thought that you guys have to continue overgiving, like you are a slave to your nurturing energy, you know? Because you guys aren't a slave to your nurturing energy. Your nurturing energy just exists and is, and it deserves to come to you, which means like a prioritizing yourself kind of thing. But that being said, let's get into the other portion of your reading. So just 1 second, y'all. I don't know why the theme, like Fiona's theme song thing from Shrek just popped into my, oh, where's the other card? Oh, here it is. Popped into my head, but it's there. So, okay, now we're going to be looking at what is your material world focus in the month of November, which again, you guys got a lot of cards, and what is your healing focus that divine would like you to focus on for the month of November. So we have Tiger. Oh, Praying Mantis. I haven't seen all of the cards except for ones that may have flipped over. So this is one I definitely didn't see. We have Panda. The Lovers. The Sun. 5 of Pentacles. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough room, you guys. Okay, I can move you over more. I think you can still see from this far. Oh my gosh, it's stuck in my head again. I don't know why. Maybe you guys should watch Shrek. I don't know. Have you seen Shrek? Maybe you guys are having your own Fiona moment, the High Priestess. Because it seems to be the thing that's Fiona's theme, isn't it? By day, one way, by night the other. I don't know what the prophecy is. The prophecy. I really hope I can fit all of this and that you guys can actually see all of it. Yes, we also have the Magician. And didn't we have the Magician earlier too? Yeah, we did. Wow, you guys got the Magician twice. And the 3 of Pentacles, which I will squeeze in, I don't know where. I'll put it here. You guys saw it. Okay. Then this came out in the last group too. The 7 of Pentacles. The 9 of Wands. The 2 of Pentacles. Justice. Security. That came out in group 1 as well. And then Stories, which we'll get into once we get to this section of the reading. Okay, y'all. What is your material world focus for the month? So I kind of feel like it's a couple of things. One of them being, like with this Lovers card, what I'm really getting here is you guys being the love that you deserve and giving yourself the love that you deserve and continuing to open your heart up to receive this kind of love that you crave and want and desire, while also allowing yourself to be allowing yourself to receive nurturing, basically nurturing, nourishment, and kindness, because that's what you guys have been giving to everybody, and you guys are working on giving it to yourselves. You have been on the journey to working on healing this so that you can receive it for yourself and give it to yourself. But I feel like there's going to be more focus on that as well. Like, just November is all about nurturing and nourishing you, giving to you. And I feel like November is also about the world giving to you guys as well. Like, it's time for you guys to receive, and the world is here to deliver. Okay, I also get that November is a good time for you guys to become empowered in yourselves, in your physical bodies, in your dreams and aspirations coming into reality. It just feels like a time of empowerment for you guys. Like, even with this panda, I feel, again, that's more indicating like that nurturing and nourishment that you guys, because you guys got the bear before, and now you have the panda, which is another kind of bear. So I just, again, I feel like it's more so about you guys continuing to go along your healing journey, even though this is the material focus, and getting nurtured by the world, and just being completely shown like how much support you have around you, because it's like your caring, your nurturing, your unconditional caring for all those around you has not gone unnoticed, and now it's like you're getting the reward. I also feel like there's going to be more emphasis on you connecting with your divinity, and you connecting with God, the universe, divine, with this praying mantis. Like, I'm just seeing you connecting to that wisdom, to source energy. So I'm kind of seeing almost like, in a sense of joy, your flup your flup. What is a flup? Oh my gosh. Oh, there was one more card here. Oh, with body. Okay, interesting. Okay, your flup. Your cup is flowing over. Your flup. Oh my gosh, if that was not spooning words, I don't know what is. Oh yeah, your cup is flowing over. Your flup. Oh man, that was funny. But yeah, I just feel like your cup is flowing over with joy and gratitude. Like, I feel like November is going to be a big month of gratitude for you guys, because the universe, again, is going to keep showing you how unconditionally loved you are and how supported you are, and keep giving you like little hints of like, we're here, your guides are here, I'm here, your soulmate's here, your friends are here. Like, everybody is here energetically, and they're coming into your world physically and all of this stuff. And with this tiger here, again, I'm getting like that empowerment, and remember I was mentioning the physical, and then I pulled out the body, and I just feel like it's confirmation. It's kind of like embodying your body more, like sitting in your body more. Maybe because before you guys were more easily in your higher chakras, right? Like out of body, and more spiritual, because you guys are highly intuitive, you guys are highly psychic. So I feel like you guys are used to your higher chakra kind of existence, where before you used to be daydreaming, but now you guys are making your life and your dreams a reality, right? Now you guys are actually doing the work to get yourselves there, because you've been working on your self-worth, so you guys can actually feel like you deserve it, so you can strive for it. And because of that, you're starting to get more and more deeply embodied and more exploratory of your lower chakras. And I feel like you guys have been exploring your sensuality in the last couple of months, but especially like it's just continuing to be explored in the month of November. And I feel like you guys are probably even going to be getting over a lot of your physical insecurities, like a lot of them, if not completely getting rid of all of them, because I think you guys have come to terms with the fact that, ooh, that was confirmation. You guys are acceptable exactly as you are, and the person who is meant for you is going to love you exactly as you are. And let me see what this, yeah. So that's actually very good. And with the sun here, again, I'm just seeing like there's going to be so much fulfillment for you guys. You know what I mean? I think you're going to be worrying about money possibly, or lack, or like if you're going to be given opportunities to travel or go and do fun things, and you'd have to take off more from work, or take off more from focusing on making money, and on businessy related things, right, and career related things. And it's kind of like God, the universe, divine, yeah, exactly, that honk, they're trying to tell you, right, with the whole, like, as you continue to nurture yourself, and you take those choices where you actually you choose yourself over this, over work, over giving, you guys are actually going to be continuing that reward that you're getting from the universe. Like, you actually don't have to worry about money. I think this is more so a mental concern than a physical world concern. Like, I think you guys are going to be mentally concerned about it, but when it comes to like you actually getting those paychecks, you're going to be like, oh, it's the same. Like, I didn't lose out because I chose to choose myself. I chose to go on vacation. I chose to take a break. I chose to just kind of enjoy my life, enjoy my day instead of going to work today. I have the same amount of money, or more even, actually, in less time. I made more money in less time, or the same amount of money in less time, which means that if I had, if I continue applying, I can make more. So I feel like and you see with that magician, again, it's like bringing in the fact that, like, as you continue to take care of yourself, you create the life of your dreams. It just comes to you more quickly. I also feel like you guys could be making a new friend in the month of November as well, which I also feel like animals are significant for you. Like, more animals are going to be drawn to you, and you're going to be more drawn to animals. You're going to be noticing animals. I think they're going to be a source of joy. They're also going to be a way that divine communicates with you. And for some of you guys, I feel like you guys are going to be even more so energetically connected with, like, the person that you guys could be thinking about that maybe you don't know, like a future partner and stuff. You guys are really coming into energetic connection even more so in the month of November. Like, it almost feels like they're there with you, but they're kind of not yet. But it's like you're being acquainted in this month. You guys are being more so acquainted. Now, what divine would like you guys to focus on healing in the month of November? Well, I think part of the healing actually comes with balance. Divine is asking you to continue to create balance in your life, right? And also to nurture your sense of security, because you are going to stand out. You are going to continue to shine. You are going to continue to be bright and vibrant. And we want you to feel secure in yourself, secure in your body. This is why, you're getting over this insecurities with, like, the way that you physically look, and like little blemishes or whatever that you guys can have insecurities, whether it's stretch marks, acne, weight, size, height, whatever it could be, discoloration, you guys are overcoming those insecurities. And I feel like this is just I feel like you guys are really good at manifesting. And so right now you should also be careful about the things that you say, because even with this healing, it's like now is your time, so it just comes in even quicker. So you're going to be focusing on this. And by the way, I mentioned it in the beginning of the video, but I'll link a video near the description that I feel like will be helpful for you guys to implement this healing that divine would like you to have in this month, even more so. Watch it a few times, like in the span of 2 weeks, maybe watch it if you can, if not every day, like at least a few days for a couple of weeks, maybe 5 days to a week to kind of help integrate this into your being. But yeah, I feel like you guys could also be drawn to the number 38, or like seeing 38 or 83 or 333 or 888, multiples of 8. And you could also be getting number 7s a lot. But yeah, so I feel like another thing that divine, again, with the healing and like standing out and kind of like really being assured, like they want you to be completely confident and assured in yourself, and knowing that giving yourself a break is going to still give you the results that you're looking for, if not even more so, right? They're kind of implementing the fact that as you continue to give to yourself, you're going to receive tenfold, right? So as I feel like you guys, again, are going to get a little bit of an insecurity in regards to money, or like the measurement of success that you guys have. And they're reminding you, whenever you get those insecurities, take your break anyway, because it's actually going to help you, okay? It's almost like, say you're giving, or hold on, how can I phrase this? Yeah, like you're giving, no, that's not that. I feel like that's not so much for you guys. But yeah, I just feel like you guys are giving a lot, and if you don't replenish yourself, you're gonna get tired, and it's gonna show up in work and all this other stuff, especially with your money. So don't worry about money, because money is coming, okay? And it's just, you have to continue to balance out your life with balancing giving to yourself just as much as you give to others, because I feel like you guys keep slipping into giving to others a little bit too much, or it's easy for you because it's something that you guys are so used to. So like you may not even notice when you overgive, and like that takes a toll. So anytime you start seeing like, oh, I'm worried about money, I'm panicking about this, I'm worried about this, take that as a sign that you guys have to give to yourself a little bit more. Like take a break for a day or two, a couple of days. And it's okay if you have to be doing that often too, by the way. That's part of your healing process. That's part of your healing journey. So it's okay. Okay, guys? And then we have, with stories, it says, what story were you told about? And these are money cards, by the way, but I'm using them for the reading, so we're just I'm gonna read it as it is, but I'll apply it how I feel guided to. But what story were you told about money when you were little? How is it making its impact today? What do you want to keep, and what do you want to let go from this story? And then when you think about money, what sensations do you notice in your body? Tightness, tingling, relaxation. Where do you feel this? What are these sensations here to teach you? I also feel like you guys are going to be all of your, like, remember I said you guys are really intuitive? I feel like all of your clairs are going to be increasing, especially your clair sentience, but I also got claircognizance. So I guess you guys are just going to be talking and you're going to be like, what am I saying? That's like verbal diarrhea. But actually it's exactly what you had to be saying because you're guided to say it. I just think you didn't realize what you were saying, but you were saying what you have to be saying. But also your clairsentience. I feel like your body is probably going to be giving you a lot of signs now moving forward because your sensitivity has been increased about things that, yeah, like you guys even chose power, right? Like your power has been increased. The moon in Scorpio, that's a really psychic placement. 8, that's like an infinity sign, right? And also to do with money. So there's a lot of stuff going on about money for you guys, but a lot of worry or concern about money. But I'm getting like you guys have nothing to be worried about. But yes, so with the stories, with body, I just kind of feel as though your clear, oh my gosh, I keep forgetting the word, but yeah, your clairsentience is increasing. So if you guys neglect yourself, I feel like your body is going to show you through pain, to be honest with you. Like you may feel like certain sensations like that hurt or something like that. And you're like, why am I feeling this? Why do I have diarrhea? Why do I have this, and this? And it's kind of like your body is trying to get your attention, like, hey, you're overgiving a lot. Look at me. Okay, so when you guys experience that, it's nothing to worry about. It's nothing like that you can't handle. Don't think of taking pain medication because I feel like you guys can actually handle it on your own. And what you do to handle it on your own is place your hand where you feel it and then take a few calming breaths and then ask yourself, what are you trying, or ask the pain, right? What are you trying to show me? And then whatever it is that you see, any kind of visions or anything that maybe you hear, and even if it's not nice, even if it doesn't make sense, let it just express itself. And you may find that just through it expressing itself for some time, just let it keep talking as long as it has to, or keep showing as long as it has to. You may start feeling the pain going away, or may coming a little less. And then you can say, after you hear all of the expression, you can say, what would you like me to do about it? And then see what you're guided to see about that. What would you like me to do about it? How would you like me to address this? How can I help you? You know? And then, yeah, all that. And then for your cards, your advice cards, we have Pluto, the 6th house, dominance and learn. And then we have sulfur, sugilite or sugilite. I think it's sugilite or sugilite. I don't know. And then I think this is amethyst phantom quartz. And I'll read the crystal things after I get to this part of the reading. But yes, so I feel like advice or like final messages. Wow, sorry guys, I didn't mean to stretch right into the camera, but it just kind of happened without my thinking it. So maybe you guys need to stretch. Maybe take November as like a really self-care kind of a thing. Maybe do some yoga, do some stretching. Make sure you set water reminders to stay hydrated, which I'm going to take a sip now. Feed yourself when you get hungry. I feel like you guys may think that you're experiencing anxiety with some of the pains that you get, but really it's your body asking you, like, please listen to me, please take care of me. You guys are gonna be so like, now is a potent time for you, you know, like things that, because your vibration is raising because of all the healing that you've done, you're continuing to do, you guys are ascending, or like you're moving into the next spiritual evolution for yourselves, that like things are happening for you guys quickly, just like that. So again, be conscious of the things that you focus on and realize you can have anything that you want and continue to attract that. Okay. I also feel like, again, with the Pluto, it's just talking more so about like those deep kind of seated insecurities that you're going to be eliminating or healing, as well as kind of embodying yourself more. Just embodying yourself with that Virgo energy as well. And as you continue to provide for yourself, you guys are going to be getting the results that you want in the things that you're trying to build for yourself. And let's get into what these cards say. So sulfur, volcanic, progressive, inventive. Sourced from volcanic areas, sulfur is an excellent companion for bottled up emotions that can manifest as skin conditions, fevers, and emotional outbursts. Oh my gosh, didn't I just say your body is going to be like, look at me, if you don't actually continue doing your work or if you don't give yourself the attention? It's going to manifest as like pain and stuff. Wow, it's right there. Okay. Sulfur has a negative electrical charge, allowing it to absorb toxicity and destruction from your surroundings. Sulfur also brings to light the natural disasters in your personal landscape, highlighting your shadows in order to clear the path for renewal. This opens up awareness of triggers that can cause eruption, placing consciousness in action. Leo Sun. I also feel like, because sulfur is a stinky, so I feel like you guys, again, if you bottle up your emotions, if you don't give yourself enough time, like if you overwork yourself again and you don't realize you overgive and you neglect yourself, I feel like remember I was saying it can feel like anxiety, right, in the body, and I feel like you guys can feel it in like your solar plexus area, right? Like you're gonna feel that pain or that sharpness there. And for some of you guys, because sulfur is stinky, right? I feel like it can turn into gas or like irritable bowel syndrome or some kind of stomach-related reaction, or like a gas-related reaction or like acid reflux or something, as a form of like your body is like being a little bit resentful, like, hey, give me attention, okay? Then we have with Sugilite, originality, forgiveness, and unconditional love. Yeah. Sugilite helps anybody who has ever felt like they did not belong feel loved and supported. Vibrating violet rays of unconditional love, Sugilite brings light workers down to earth, opening them up to share their gifts while staying grounded on planet Earth. Remember I kept saying like the whole being embodied thing? So this is actually kind of correlating with that too. For overthinkers and worriers, Sugilite, and worrying about the money, by the way, Sugilite alleviates issues of the mind, allowing you to focus on what's truly important, living your truth. Yes. Sujilite facilitates forgiveness for others that have hurt you, including yourself. Open your heart to what's possible by letting go of all that no longer serves you. Virgo, Sagittarius, Jupiter. Interesting. And then Amethyst Phantom Quartz, expression, gifts, and originality. Wow, I think everything has touched on originality in some way, like inventive and two originalities. Amethyst Phantom Quartz fosters prolific energy and opens the crown chakra to channel creativity in all its forms. Individuality is encouraged and uniqueness in expression is embraced by this stone. Amethyst Phantom Quartz instills confidence in your creations and urges you to share your talents, using intuition as a powerful resource. Amethyst Phantom Quartz connects you with your spiritual team to convey your ideas in a way that will stand out. Do yourself a favor and show the world what you've got. Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Jupiter, Neptune. Yeah, I kind of feel like these have really correlated well with the reading, to be honest with you, and everything that's already been said. So it's just kind of like keep following your joy, your creative insight, you know, and keep giving to yourself. And again, I'm getting like that, like gassiness and like possible like pain in solar plexus that you might think is anxiety or anxious thoughts and stuff. And it's like, nope, it's just asking you to continue to look at yourself, to be more embodied and to see what it is that you have got to give to yourself, right? And then, wow, we have Pisces, the 12th house, 4, and which is the Emperor, but it's also making me think of Cancer because of the 4th house, and Mercury. So with the 4, it's kind of making me think about your physical body because your home is your temple, right? And with the Emperor, it's that stability. And we did have security here in Mercury. So again, I'm getting it's kind of like that communication with your body to see where you're at, right? Your body wants to communicate with you. And I feel like you guys, November is all about you. And with the High Priestess, right? It's like tuning in with your body, becoming more embodied. So... and you have the Pisces in the 12th house, you guys, and with these 2 purple stones, you're really, and with power, right? Your intuition is really increasing. Your power is increasing. Your psychic gifts and abilities and all of your clairs are increasing, which is why it is essential for you to be mindful of what your needs are, to meet your needs, and to also be mindful of the things that you guys are saying and thinking, because those are going to be manifesting into your life even quicker. So you're not going to have as much time to correct what it is that you had said. You know what I mean? It's going to come in quickly, instantly. So it's just kind of a heads up for you guys to be mindful of what you guys are thinking and saying. All right, group 3. That was your reading, my loves, my dears, my friends. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, I would appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up. I would also love to hear from you guys in the comments down below if this applies to you, if there was anything in particular you guys really needed to hear, what you guys thought of the video that I had linked. And I would also appreciate if you guys subscribe to this channel, because I do have a lot of big plans for this channel, and I'm excited for all of the stuff that I'll be putting out for you guys. And this would be a great way if you subscribe to be notified about all of that and all the good stuff. But yeah, group 3, that was your reading. Lots of love and light to you guys. Also, if you're interested in a personal reading, that's some like that can be similar to this, or like a personal reading for like your individual healing journey and all of that stuff, with healing recommendations such as videos, custom affirmations, and like little assignments and stuff, you can reach out. Oh, that was weird. Little assignments and stuff, you guys can reach out to me through any of the modalities listed in the description box below. Okay, group 3, lots of love and light to you guys. Bye. Hey, group 4, welcome to your reading. You may have noticed the change of scenery. Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys, so much has happened as I was preparing for your group. It is insane. I feel like, and so, by the way, so many cards, because I pre-shuffled so that I can just go into the transition without having to make a cut for you guys in the middle of, you know, this, and then cut, and then your cards. So I feel like I need to ring this bell or this singing bowl again. Like, you guys, it is unreal. All these cards from every deck were falling to the floor. Chaos ensued. I had to repack and unpack and move location, and it was stressful. But hello, group 4. I'll tell you what all of this means in a second, but this is your group if you chose adaptability, with the number 3 and the moon in Gemini. You guys. Oh, you know what? That's crazy, because now I had to adapt to a situation and move to a different location. It's also crazy because, I mean, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, there was so much frustration while I was shuffling your cards. The cards were either coming out and falling to the floor, and like tons of them, or not coming out at all. And I was like, make a decision. I feel like there was so much indecisiveness, and there was so much chaos, and there was so much overwhelm and overwork and overachieving and overstriving, and it's just caused like nothing it feels like nothing is happening. And I feel like you guys are dealing with like patience, you know, having to wait for something, and it's hard to wait for it. That's kind of how it feels. Anyway, the frustration is behind us. I reset up as best I could. Let us move into your reading. So over here, we're going to be having this is going to be the energy check. This is going to be what is currently going on in your life, where you're currently at. And then you can determine if this is your reading based on that. And then on the bottom will be what you have the opportunity to leave behind in the month of October and the first week of November. Okay, so we have the 2 of Wands, the Son of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands, the 4 of Wands. I hope you guys can see the cards. I know it's dimmer now. Sorry. Then we have the Lion, the 6 of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands. Now, this is interesting because you have the 4 of Wands twice. Okay, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like there's so much frustration right now that I need like a second. I need a second to just bring it all in, because I was fine, but I'm feeling the frustration again, and my eyes hurt. And anything that happens during a reading is significant to the reading. So the fact that my eyes hurt, they feel like they've been looking at something for too long. Like there's so much stress. So I feel like, am I recording? I am. Okay, because that would have been upsetting if I wasn't recording. Yeah, you see, I feel like there's a lot of, it's interesting, right? Because everything that's come out is grounded and earthy, but like I'm getting so much mental energy. And not just grounded, I'm sorry, but it's like earthy and fiery, especially fire. There's so much fire. But I'm getting so much mental energy. And you know what? I guess fire can also be passionate and can kind of put the fire under the butt, right? So it makes it hard to feel like you can focus or concentrate, or like impatience. It just feels like impatience, you know? Which is interesting because that's not what these cards really mean. Yeah, give me one sec. Okay. I feel like you guys have to be making a lot of decisions right now, and a lot of responsibility has fallen on your shoulders. You've taken on a leadership role or like an executive role, whether it's actually managing other people, managing your business. Maybe you guys have decided to go into entrepreneurship, or maybe you're going for a promotion or something in your work, and it's causing you to have to learn new things, adapt to new things, manage a lot of things. And it feels like it has gotten to the point where like it has turned you into somebody who's now constantly anxious or like waiting for the next thing. You know, you got so into the habit of being like, okay, and now this, and now I'm being on top of this, and now this, and I'm being on top of this, and now this, and I'm being on top of this. And it just feels like because of that, it has kind of left you a little like fired up, waiting for, like expecting, waiting for something else to pop up for you to take charge of or be in control of. And not in a bad way, you know, it's not like these are bad things necessarily that are coming up, but you just kind of got into this momentum. And now it's hard because there's going to be a little bit of a plateau. There's going to be a little bit of divine giving you calmness and like quietness to like relax, to bring yourself back to a more grounded, sustainable state that won't burn you out, that won't lead to anxious thoughts because it's so much activity, right? So much next. So I feel like because you're getting to this quiet state, whether you're already in it, experiencing it, or it's really soon approaching, you guys are extra anxious because you're so used to being on top, being in control, being the leader, managing, and doing the next line and the next deadline and the next one, you know, and like, oh, what else can I handle? And like consistently like switching when maybe you're doing things at home and you're like, okay, I've done this. What's the next task? You know? And it's like, child, you need a break, okay? Take a break, take a breath, take a pause. I feel like the break and the pause is also because you got yourself so used to, and I'm doing this now, like I said, getting into the next, that it's a little hard for you to take a pause. But a pause is very much what you need. Okay, guys? Yes, so that's what's currently happening. So if this resonates with you, if you kind of feel guided to continue to watch, then let's continue. But yeah, I do feel like things seem like quieter, or like you've been thrown a curveball to throw you off of this path, to throw you off of this like roll, you know what I mean? Because I think being in that state constantly, it can burn you out. So you were given a curveball to kind of calm you down a little bit and be like, okay, calm your mind, focus on grounding and earthy things now. Now, what you have the opportunity to leave behind. Interesting, because you know what? We have home coming up twice, right? With 2 4 of Wands. So I don't know if you guys have been managing your homes or something to do with your security, but it almost feels like responsibility is something you get to leave behind a little bit. You know, like you're still gonna have responsibility, but I feel like moving into the first couple of weeks of November, like maybe the second and third week of November, you guys kind of get the opportunity to not have so much on your plate or on your shoulders. So you're not going to be necessarily the it person. You're not going to be the person everybody keeps turning to or running to. And I think on some level, you guys could take that as like, why has everybody stopped? I'm a great worker. I'm a great this. I'm doing this. But it's kind of like, this is the curveball, right? This is divine saying you need a break. Otherwise, this is going to burn you out hard. Okay? All right. Let's get into the next portion of your reading. Give me 1 sec just to move your cards. And you know, I have that song, One Day My Prince Will Come, in my head from Snow White, I believe. Yeah, I think it's Snow White. So I'm wondering, you know, I think you guys have gotten in this routine where, because you're so overwhelmed, after the overwhelm, you go into like a little bit of an escapism, you know, and it's not really as productive for your inner healing, in your inner work, right? Because you're being productive in the material world, and that's great. You're keeping busy and it feels good. but then you go home and you like watch TV to unwind, and you just keep doing busy routine, unwind, busy routine, unwind. And like the self-work and the self-care kind of gets neglected, you know? So next we're going to be looking at what is your material world focus for the month of November, and what is your healing, what divine wants you to focus on healing in the month of November, okay? And with the healing, after the video, I'm going to be linking next to your timestamps the healing suggested video that I have chosen for you guys based off of what divine would like you guys to focus on healing. Okay, you can think of it kind of like, if you want to, as like a little assignment, and you can watch that. Either it's going to be a meditation or tapping or whatever it is on a daily basis for the next 2 weeks, or at least 5 times a week, like 5 days a week for 2 weeks, you know, or for as long as you feel you need it. And if you don't make that deadline, it's okay. But I feel like for you guys, at least 3 times a week, okay? Forget the 5, at least 3 times a week for the next couple of weeks, okay? So we have Scorpion, Cardinal, the Hanged Man, the Magician. Oh, I don't know if I'll have space. This is the one thing about this table that's a little annoying, is that there's a lot less space to work with. The High Priestess. Wow, the last few groups actually got this card. The Three of Pentacles. The Lovers, which I'll place here. The Nine of Wands. The Crown of Swords. So this is actually the King of Swords. The Page of Cups. The Star. The Ten of Wands. Receiving. And Shrinking. Interesting. I'll read this once we get to this portion of the reading. Okay. So I feel like the material focus that you guys have is healing and restoration. And it's interesting, right? Because we have the Scorpion here, and we're currently in Scorpio season. And Scorpio season ends around mid-November. And then you also have Cardinal. So I feel like the material world focus, again, is on healing and calming. It just feels like soothing, you know? Like I'm seeing retreating into nature. And the Hanged Man, right? This is somebody who's put into weight. The High Priestess, there's a sense of calm around her. And even this Magician card, there's not too much activity. There's more serenity here. And collaboration with the Three of Pentacles and the Lovers is making me think of giving yourself that self-love, because we have Gemini energy here, right? And the Lovers is a Gemini energy card. So I just feel like you guys have been putting out with progress, right? In material things. And now it's time for you guys to take that break and have a moment of serenity. Because I feel like your guides are trying to communicate with you. Your higher self is trying to come through. You could even have some ancestors that are saying, hey, like, you know, I feel like we also want to get you prepared to start welcoming love into your life. But in order to do that, you have to welcome love from yourself coming in first, right? And you need to calm down. Bring yourself in the space of calm. So I feel like the material world focus in November is actually that. It's going to be more so on being calm and nurturing yourself, kind of going into rejuvenation mode, right? As if you're in a resort or a retreat and it's more quiet. It feels like serene, like nature, okay? And then what the healing focus for you guys is, or what Divine would like you to focus on healing. I feel like Divine would like you to focus on healing, assessing what it is that you actually want and going for it. You know, not going for the things that are convenient, not going for the things that you're good at, but going for the things that you actually want. You know what I mean? It's like you allowed yourself to get distracted, I feel like, by other things, either by constantly learning or by constantly taking classes, and by constantly doing a bunch of things that, though are great and though add to your little toolbox, what they really do is act as a distraction from going for the thing that you actually want. You know, I feel like there needs to be a little bit, I think this is why November is actually good that you're going within, because there needs to be a little bit of self-evaluation, right? Because you guys you put out a lot of stuff, right? Your focus is on output, but you need to take in as well. You need input. You need this is kind of like saying, let divine fill your cup, right? With this star card, this is like divine coming in, let us fill your cup. Because with the 10 of Wands, it talks about you carrying a lot of burdens and responsibilities, taking things on as your own, taking things on as your own burden to shoulder. And it's like, that was never your problem from the beginning, okay? That was Jerry's problem, okay? That was Swanson's problem. I don't know. You know what I mean? That was Giselle's problem. Giselle was the one who wanted to go fishing, and then it didn't work out. You don't have to be upset about that. You didn't even want to go fishing from the beginning. You know, Jerry was the one who wanted to go to IHOP. You know what I mean? So the fact that IHOP is closed, that's not your problem. But I feel like you take it on as like, oh, like this is so disappointing. You know, I was supposed to go to IHOP to get the IHOP for Jerry, and now it's closed. What am I going to do? And it's like you're taking on this panic. You were already going out of your way to do them a favor. But now you're also taking on this panic and concern and worry as if it was your disappointment to shoulder. You know what I mean? I feel like they're emphasizing on the fact that we want you to focus on healing that. We want you to focus on being able to hear your own inner voice and differentiate it from the inner voice of other people that you like telepathically had picked up on or energetically picked up on when you chose to help them or take on their responsibility. And with the receiving and the shrinking, I'll read shrinking to you now. These are money cards, but I'm applying them to the reading, you know, however they resonate. So where do you feel sheepish or shy when it comes to money? How is this keeping you stuck? You see, I feel like you hide behind how you can serve others. Does that make sense? You hide behind how you can help others, and it takes away from how you can help yourself. It's like keeping your mind active or busy or distracted, you know? And you hide behind it. And now it's like divine is asking you, it's time for you to stop hiding your mind, stop hiding yourself behind the distraction of what others want or what others would like and how you can provide that for them, and get to the core of why you keep rejecting the things that you truly want and desire. Sorry guys, I just need to drink some water. And let that be a reminder for those of you who don't drink enough water to have a sip as well, right? Because this whole point here is about nurturing yourself, right guys? That's what they're trying to say. And like I said, I'll get a meditation for you guys or some kind of a video to help you start doing the process for this. And then let's look at the advice cards that we've got for you guys. We have we have Cancer. Ooh, the blah, 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 solar eclipse, which just happened actually on the 25th, I think. Yeah, solar eclipse in Scorpio. We have Overcome, Feminine. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you guys, like with these cards especially, the amount of frustration that I had felt because of how they were acting and like falling was incredible. Okay, it was just insane. And then we have Rhodonite, Angel Phantom Quartz, right? So rhodonite, Angel Phantom Quartz. I'll read the backs of these cards at the end. Cinnabar. And pink fluorite. Okay, guys. So, with your advice, with the Cancer and the feminine, again, it's just bringing it back to you guys have to nurture yourself. You guys, you need to nurture yourself. You need to bring it back, pull it back. Stop distracting yourself with other people's issues, okay? And don't worry, don't think of it as something that you've never been able to accomplish before. You know what I mean? Or you've tried and you couldn't do it, so you just kind of decided to stick with your routine. Like, you guys can do it. You can overcome this, and you will overcome this. It's not about how many times you failed. It's about how many times you've decided to get back up and keep going, right? Because that is the mark of progress. It's not the fact that you failed again. Progress is the fact that you decided, despite failing, to try again. Even if you know you're going to fail again, you still decided to try. That is progress. That is forward movement. Eventually, you're going to see that kind of a result. You know what I mean? I feel like this is kind of a really hard issue for you guys, because I feel like for some of you, you guys have inherited this from your family. You know what I mean? Like, some of you guys have inherited this either from a feminine figure. Like, I'm thinking it's more so, I was going to say mother, but I'm thinking it's definitely more so a grandmother. I think it's kind of just been passed down, you know? And let's see what else I can get here before I read your cards. Yeah, with the solar eclipse, it's kind of like it's time for you to have that serene moment, right? Because with that lion that you had earlier, right? That solar energy that's like bright, vibrant. There was so much fire going on. Now it's kind of time to put the moon in front of the sun and let the earth calm down. Let your body come down, because if there's too much fire, it becomes too overwhelming, right? And then it, like, everything becomes dry and burns out. So now is the cooling period. November is the cooling period. Think of it as like cool water washing over really dry crops that have been waiting for nourishment, okay? Now let's see what your cards say. Yeah, also with the feminine, before we even get into these, again, I kind of feel like your feminine energy, no matter what, regardless of your gender, but your feminine energy is a little out of whack. I feel like it started overcompensating and becoming more productivity based, which is a more masculine energy, right? So I feel like it's about helping your feminine energy heal by going more into creativity, right? Which is what I'm seeing you guys already doing in the material world, is being more creative in the month of November with this 3 of Pentacles, getting into your creativity. Okay, guys? But yes. Compassion, yin yang, fertility. Rhodonite is a stone of brotherly love, the shared connection between all of humanity. Equilibrium is key for this crystal, which has the capacity to calibrate emotions, balance yin and yang, and source energy from a grounded place. It can bring light to emotional scars from the past, transforming them to foster a stable everyday life. Rhodonite helps remove blame from the situation, whether it's pointed at you or someone else. Accept the situation for what it is and learn to forgive yourself with love and compassion in the process. Taurus with Mars. Okay, so even with this, right? It was talking about the blame, and I feel like this kind of makes me think of when you take on that responsibility for other people when it wasn't even yours from the beginning, and then you take on the emotions from the result if it wasn't the result that was desired, because it wasn't even your interest or the thing you wanted in the beginning, but you've taken it on as your own. Then we have faith, healing, and renewal. Acting as a direct connection to the spiritual realm, Angel Phantom Quartz provides a profound relationship with your spiritual team. It aids in overcoming trauma, addressing inner child wounds, healing repressed memories, and alleviating negative emotions that have been haunting you from the past. With this awareness, Angel Phantom Quartz allows you to release yourself from trapped memories to gain your own personal freedom. Empower yourself and write your own story, despite whatever has happened to you in the past. You owe that to yourself, Capricorn moon. Yeah, again with the Capricorn moon, it's like somebody who takes on all the responsibility on themselves. Again. Cinnabar, manifestation, wealth, inspiration. Known as the alchemist's stone, cinnabar is a crystal used to enhance metaphysical abilities, call in abundance, and manifest your heart's desire. Cinnabar's name originated from the Persian word meaning dragon's blood and refers to the tiny red gems sprinkled across the stone. This crystal is powerful in enhancing your life force, giving you the stamina you need to carry out your tasks and go after the things that can feel larger than life. Cinnabar grounds and encourages you while you reach beyond what you believed was possible. Leo and Mercury. And lastly, we have pink fluorite with guidance, ease, and comfort. Pink fluorite mends pieces of the soul, reintegrating its fragments to make you whole again. Sometimes we get lost along our journey, and pink fluorite can assist us in coming back home to our true selves. Staying present inside your body, acknowledging and accepting each moment as it is, and detaching yourself from outcomes are helpful practices amplified by using pink fluorite. This stone helps ease despair, giving you a surge of comfort and confidence that you have what it takes to make it through life's challenges. Pisces and Mercury. Yeah, you guys, I feel like there has been a lot of self-abandonment here in lieu of helping everybody else other than yourself. Okay, so this is the thing that we're going to work together to overcome. I'll link the thing for this month with the videos, and if I won't do another healing video in November, the reading that's going to welcome in the month of December that's like this is going to have another healing focus. So like the next phase of your healing process, it'll let you know if you still have more to unpack with this, or you guys could also actually get a private reading if you would like, which would be a lot more personal to your unique situation, and we can work a little bit more directly in regards to the affirmations and all the practical steps to get you to actually start healing this, to actually start addressing this, because you deserve to get your needs met, but you just don't give yourself a chance to receive that without you meeting your own needs first. You know what I mean? And then we have Mercury. Yeah, I wanted to say there's a lot of Mercury energy here with the Gemini, the Lovers, the Magician. Those are all Mercury ruled. And then you had these two cards talking about Mercury. Then you have Mercury here. That's the moon. And this is what? That's Mars. Yeah. So there's a lot of Mercury going on here. Sorry, I got a little distracted. I wasn't sure if I read the shrinking card to you guys. Then we have the number 3, Mercury, which is interesting because 3 is the 3rd house, right? That is Mercury ruled. And we have Taurus. 3 is also the Empress, and that is ruled by Taurus. And then we had the Mars and Taurus coming through here. And then we have 12, which is the 12th house, which is a sub-influence of Pisces. So I feel like with this Taurus card and this Mercury card, it's time for you to really come to terms with the fact that I think you guys have been denying yourself the luxury of your care, right? And actually starting to address it. It's not too late for you. It's just because you've tried and you couldn't succeed before, it doesn't mean that you're doomed to fail, so there's no point in trying anymore. Okay, you guys? The journey is the effort that you continue to put in regardless of the result that you received, and eventually you're going to get a different result because you keep trying and going further each time. You guys can overcome this. You guys can receive the love that you so crave. It's just before you can get there, you've got to give it to yourself. All right, guys? All right, group 4, that was your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If it resonated with you guys, I would love to hear from you in the comments down below. I'm sorry if it felt like I was calling you guys out a little bit. That wasn't the intention, but it kind of seems like it went into that because I think some of you guys needed to hear it, because I think there's been a lot of frustration in regards to like some kind of an unsatisfaction, just lingering in the background in your life. And I think it was coming from the fact that your needs have not been met in quite some time. and it's like it's time for you guys to meet them as opposed to projecting or like distracting yourself with everybody else. Okay, guys? If you guys are interested in a private or personal reading, please feel free to reach out to me through all of the modalities in the description box below. We can further work on like the healing, for example, and all of that. Also, if you guys enjoyed this reading and are looking forward to more things that I've got coming, I would appreciate if you subscribed, because I do have big plans for this channel. It is going to be something where it helps people to move forward in their healing journey, but also to get little fun readings in as well, and things that you guys request too, and other things other than just readings. I got big plans, you know, so I would appreciate if you stay tuned for them. But yeah, group 4, that was your reading, and I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to give you guys one more ring of the singing bowl, and I'm wishing you guys so much love and light. Bye, group 4. Hey, group 5, welcome to your reading. Sorry for the change of scenery. There was a little bit of a kerfluffle, so everything had to be relocated. So yes, this is the new setup, the new space for the rest of this video. This is your group if you chose the number 6, discrimination, or Venus in Virgo, or just the picture. And let's get straight into your reading, you guys. But before we do, let me just ring the singing bowl for you. Hallelujah. Okay, anyway. I don't know where that came from. I already shuffled the cards right before starting your filming pile group thingy, so let's get right into it. The top cards are going to be what are you currently experiencing, and this is actually going to be good for an energy check, so you can see if this is your pile or not. And then there's also going to be a card indicating where you're currently at, and then the bottom will be what you have the opportunity to leave behind in October / the first week of November. We have the Fool. You fool! Whoa, I forget where that's from. The Wheel of Fortune, which has come out quite a lot in this reading so far. The 7 of Cups. Yeah, it's interesting because a lot of you guys are getting similar cards as other groups. The Magician. I can magic my way. And the Cheetah, which is also on the Magician card. So, interesting. You are running to yourself. Okay. And then, pardon, we have the Fool again and the Hanged Man. Okay. So, what you're currently experiencing, I feel like you guys have embarked on this new beginning, a new journey, right? New possibilities are coming their way, and I think there's a lot of potential energy going on around you guys right now. In fact, I think there's actually a lot of potential energy that to some it can actually seem overwhelming, and maybe it would have been overwhelming to you guys in the past, but you have been doing your work. You've been doing the work that you've got to do, and your mindset has expanded rapidly and greatly. And that has allowed you guys to be able to, in a sense, master the spontaneity, master being able to handle whatever it is that God, the universe, divine throws at you, right? And with this cheetah, it's interesting, right? Because this is you currently. It's like you're just a cheetah. It only runs after it makes a calculated decision, because though they run, they're like one of the fastest animals on Earth, on land. They don't have a huge amount of stamina. So if they're going to pursue and sprint, it's because they've chosen their goal. And with this Magician looking at you and you looking at this Magician, I kind of almost feel like this is your higher self, you mastering yourself, looking at you, and you like running towards your higher self. You are running towards your mastery. You guys are coming into serious alignment with your abilities, your powers, your gifts, just your essence, you. Like you guys are coming into alignment with your true soul self, and because of that, you guys are being exponentially rewarded with these new opportunities and stuff. And it's not like this is basically your new beginning. You know what I mean? It's not like you haven't worked for it, because you actually really have. And now you're getting really close to getting your just just desserts, right? And then what you guys have the opportunity to leave behind in the month of October, we have this new beginning and the Hanged Man, right? So I feel like you guys have done a lot of waiting, right? You've done a lot of waiting for opportunities to come, waiting for the healing to take effect, waiting for the timing. And I just feel like you guys are now, you guys have the green light. You're like ready to go. And this is why you're sprinting, right? So that waiting period has ended. So I feel like you guys are no longer in the dark. You're no longer in the wait while we get this operated for you kind of a stage. You guys are just going for it. So that's what you guys have the opportunity to leave behind. It's that patience, waiting, when it's going to be the right time to take that leap of faith. I'm going to wait for the universe to create the change so I can take the change and put it into action. It's like, no, now you guys are getting into that mastery. You guys are getting this higher calling to, like, it feels like some of you guys are getting the higher calling to, like, God, and most importantly to, like, your higher self, to your God self, your godliness. Okay. Wow, that's pretty powerful stuff for you guys, group number 5. Now let's get into your, yeah, even here on the bottom of the deck, you see you have this lightning strike with the, oh, I don't know if you can see it, with the 8 of Wands, right? This lightning is striking this one being. It's kind of like divine striking your life, right? And then you had the horse on the bottom here with the moon, getting that insight. Okay, and the next cards we're going to be looking at are, the top portion is going to be what your material focus for the month of November is, and then what divine would like you to focus on healing in the month of November will be on the bottom. So we've got, oh, the butterfly, the dragon, the lion. You guys have some powerful and mighty animals here coming through. 4 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, the Tower, the 4 of Swords, the Revealer, which is actually the High Priestess, the 10 of Vessels, which is the 10 of Cups, responsibilities, and legacy. Wow. What do you want your legacy to be? What do these dreams about your legacy instruct you to do today? Okay. Give me a moment, guys. I'm just going to take a sip of water because I've been talking for the last like 5 hours. It feels like it hasn't been 5 hours. It's been like maybe 3 or 3.5, 2. Sorry, 3.5 more likely. Okay. So, what we've got for you guys. All right. I think it's interesting that you guys have such powerful creatures, right? You have more feline energy there with the lion. You have a powerful being, the dragon. You have the butterfly, which is all about transformation, a change, a new beginning. And you know what? You guys had the Fool card twice. The Fool is ruled by Uranus, which again is all about that change and new beginnings. The butterfly emerges from its cocoon for its new beginning, right? The caterpillar is in the cocoon as the death phase and then rebirth with the butterfly. So you guys in November are really going through with your new beginning. I also feel like the material world focus for you guys is continuing a self-mastery. That's really what it is. It's more so just kind of relishing in your greatness and self-mastery, continuing with your self-mastery. I also feel like with the 4 of Pentacles, right? The 4 of Pentacles for me is kind of like you guys mastering, with the self-mastery, it's like you guys mastering giving to yourself. You know, I really think that's important because most people have a hard time giving to themselves. Or I shouldn't say most, but a lot of people have a hard time giving to themselves, like really giving. I'm not talking about some like little superficial things, but I mean like the things that count, the things that meet our fundamental needs as beings that exist as inner children within, like those fundamental needs. Those are the things that we need to be giving to ourselves. And I feel like you guys are getting to the point in this month or this coming month where you guys are doing that for yourself, you know? You guys are bringing in that for yourself. Bringing that in for yourself. I can speak. With the Tower, I also feel like you guys are going to be experiencing even more rapid change, right? There's going to be even more rapid change because you guys can handle it, because you guys are ready. So just know when things are coming out of the blue and things are going to start happening a lot quickly for you guys, it's because you're ready for it. You're ready to handle it. And it's interesting that you had responsibility and legacy here, right? Because that means that you guys have a big mission, a big purpose. And it's interesting you got the butterfly and you have butterflies in your picture too. And all these winged creatures, because it's time for you guys to soar with these feline beings. It's time for you to take lead, take action. You had the Magician, right? If you guys are getting tasks, it's because you're capable of accomplishing them and they're part of your destiny to be able to accomplish, okay? So yes, that's what I'm seeing for you guys in the material sense, that you guys are focusing more on that. And I kind of feel like on some level, you guys are going to be giving it to yourself. And there's going to be a couple of you that think like, oh, I still have some more healing that I have to do. I still need to continue concentrating on myself. And it's like, no girl, no boy. By the time this new opportunity comes closer, I think probably closer to the end of November, it's because you're ready to receive it. So anything that gets presented to you, just know it's presented because you're ready for it. You don't have to do the waiting thing anymore like you guys got used to. That's the thing you're leaving behind, remember, in October. You don't have to wait for the perfect timing anymore. You guys have the green light. That is it. Okay, so any opportunity that comes, any possibility that comes, take it, because it's your time. You guys have earned it, okay? You're ready for it. Now, the healing focus for the month. With the Four of Swords and the High Priestess and the Ten of Cups, I just kind of feel like this is the advice here is because the Four of Swords is a healing card. It's about, this Four of Swords has a butterfly in it too. I feel like butterflies are big for you. But yeah, I feel like you guys are coming out of a place where you used to dim your light and dim how special you are and how you stand out. You're coming out of that place, but I feel like there's still a couple of remnants of it that kind of keep you from realizing, like, again, you are loads, but I mean, look at you, look how powerful you are. You know what I mean? I think you guys are getting into the recognition of that personal power even more so than ever before. But I also feel like on some level, you guys are still coming to terms with it. So yeah, so I feel like that's just the advice here, is just to continue coming to terms with how mighty you are. How mighty you actually are. Okay, guys? And with the High Priestess here, I feel like another thing that they're asking you to focus on, like what your healing focus is and with the Ten of Cups, right? It's kind of like allowing yourself to receive those happy things. And with responsibility and legacy, I just kind of feel like it's correlated with the whole thing with allowing yourself to receive those opportunities. It's kind of like you relishing in the fact that you are ready, as opposed to you guys feeling like there's still more work to do. I feel like that's what they would like you to kind of focus on healing. Or it's more so addressing, I think, than anything else in the month of November. It's kind of the fact that you guys are ready. You don't need to do any more preparation. And that's not to say stop learning, stop preparing, stop doing everything. Not at all. You know what I mean? Like, that's something that you guys are going to do throughout the rest of your life. Growing is a lifelong journey. Healing is a lifelong journey. It's a progress, right? And there's always progress that can be made. This is more so talking about the fact that you're ready to actually begin and be doing the things that you want, and anything else you're going to be learning and gaining along the way, you know? So like, say for example, you wanted to teach history, and you guys learned like a textbook's worth of history, and you're like, oh my gosh, but I need to read 3 textbooks before I can start teaching people. And it's like, no, you just read a whole textbook. You spent all this time reading a whole textbook on history. You can teach what you learned in that one textbook while you're reading the other textbooks. And as you teach that one, the first textbook, you read the second one, and then you can start implementing the second one, you know, as you're reading it, and implementing the third one as you're reading it into your lesson plan. You guys get it? I know that was a weird example, but that was a very specific example. I don't know where the history thing came from. But yeah, so it's kind of like you guys are ready. You're ready to teach. You're ready to do. You guys are ready, okay? And let's get into your advice cards. And I'll also link like a little video that can help you guys kind of have this settle into your body a little bit more, that I would recommend you guys doing a couple of times, maybe, because I don't think once is ever really possibly enough most of the time to integrate into your body. I think it's going to help you guys to do this video a few times in a week, you know, for the next couple of weeks, just to help integrate it. Maybe like for a week, do it every day, or like do it for like 3 days or 4 days out of a week for like 2 weeks, something along those lines. Okay, then we have Cancer. We have Gemini. This is funny. This is funny. You guys, there's Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer. This is the person who teaches people the things that they need to learn. So remember how I was just saying about the whole like you're not ready thing? Well, it's kind of like you're never going to be ready, but by you actually starting, you're going to be not only helping others, but you're going to be actually progressing your own journey. You know what I mean? So I think that this is funny that this card came out, the wounded healer. I think that's hilarious, because really it's just saying like, this is the person who gives the advice they need to hear, you know? And through that they learn. So and as they help others with what it is that they need healing on, they heal themselves. So it's kind of like, yeah, just go for it. In November, the opportunities will come, you go for them. And if you can create opportunities, go for it. Just go. You guys have the green light. You're in your new beginning. That's it. Nothing is holding you guys back anymore. You are good to go, okay? Go. I just feel like I have to keep saying go. You got the green light, okay? And then we have subtlety. Boop. And imagine. Yes, imagine all the people. And I'll just say the names of these stones, and then I'll read them to you after I interpret this. So we have blah, 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 citrine spirit quartz. Boop. Cat's eye, which is funny. We had all those felines, right? Now you have cat's eye. And sapphire. Saphir. Okay. So let's get a moment. Yeah, this Gemini card is giving me teacher vibes. Because, and it's funny because this Cancer is about nurturing, teaching, right? So just like I was saying with Chiron being the wounded healer, I kind of feel like the rest of your journey, the more that you're going to grow and learn and progress, is already going to be on your journey. So like if you guys want to continue to grow and progress, you actually have to kind of begin and start doing the thing that you're going for, and know that that's the only way that you're going to continue to really progress on your journey. Okay, guys, that's how you're going to attract everything else that you want, is just by going for it. I also feel like with the butterflies and the subtlety, it's kind of just like asking you to follow the signs, because I feel like there are going to be times when maybe, I think you guys are going to get more excited now as opposed to scared. But just in case there is a little bit of anxiousness or like a little bit of like, should I do it? Just go follow the signs, you know, because you're going to get little hints, like maybe butterflies will be your signs, or birds or feathers, or I don't know, leaves. I know it's fall in the northern hemisphere at the moment, so like I'm sure everywhere has leaves, but that means everything is your sign, right? It's kind of like that. Whatever it is, a sign. Maybe it's numbers, right? Maybe you guys can see certain number sequences that mean something to you guys. But yeah, okay. And then let's get into your reading these. Oh, that's so funny. I just looked at the bottom. It says all signs. So like I said, and look at the colors. It's like the fall leaves, right? So it's like maybe all of the leaves are just, everything is a sign, right? And I just got a ding. So I think that's funny because I got the ding. So it was like a confirmation that everything is a sign. Okay. Citrine Spirit Quartz. Intentional self-awareness, discernment. A centered and empowered stone, Citrine Spirit Quartz asks that you take command over your life. What was I just saying, guys? Go for it, okay? By having clear intentions, you can begin to lead from a grounded and assertive place, giving you the results that complement your needs. Citrine Spirit Quartz enhances your sense of self-awareness, dissolving apprehension and self-doubt to clear the way for more confidence in your daily life, no matter what material things you may or may not possess. It is highly focused and an excellent stone for planning and goals. All signs, sun and moon. Cat's eye, agility, intuition, protection. Evoking the bright eyes of a cat, cat's eye is used as a talisman to ward off and protect against any evil or unforeseen danger coming your way. It increases agility, allowing you to fly beneath the radar of your enemies and progress ahead of your competitors. Cat's eye enhances night vision, giving you the ability to see through the shadows in higher definition and access heightened levels of intuition by opening the crown chakra. Cat's eye is regenerative, helping you to regain what was once lost. Leo, Venus. I think it's interesting because we were talking about all that feline energy, but they're also talking about protection and connection with your psychic gifts. And it's making me think of what I was saying, like you guys are running to your higher self, like you guys are you're running to your divinity, you know what I mean? Like you're connecting with that. And I think that's just confirmation for this. Royalty, wisdom, and knowledge. Yeah, again, this is making me think of like you guys running to your divinity, right? Fairness rules the kingdom when Sapphire wears the crown. Sapphire wields its power through kindness and wise judgment, bringing good luck and fortune to those who wear it. A gem with a regal presence throughout history, sapphire is considered to be sacred, representing celestial hope and faith. Known as the Stone of Wisdom, sapphire enhances focus, concentration, and learning abilities. Sapphire activates the third eye and throat chakras, guiding you towards knowledge beyond this stratosphere. Virgo, Libra, Sagittarius, Moon, Saturn. Okay, it's interesting because the whole time I'm giving you guys your reading, my throat has been dry, and you guys do have a lot of like bluish energy and orangey energy, right? But here's the blue. You also have blue on the bottom of the deck here, blue on the bottom of the deck here. I don't know if you saw that, but yeah, there. So I just, and like purples, right? Shades of blues and purples and oranges. These cards don't count because they're all the same color scheme. But yeah, I kind of feel as though, sorry guys, I needed to do the stretch, and I always make noises when I stretch, and I was just going to talk about the throat chakra. So I feel like there's extra emphasis on the fact of you like manifesting your desires and expressing. I feel like whatever it is that you guys want to do has to do with vocalizing, you know, sharing your voice. whatever it is that you guys want to do has to do with sharing your voice. And that's the kind of the debate, is like, you guys are in this new beginning, and I think there's still a part of you, that old habit, that's kind of like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready to share my voice just yet. I could go with a little bit more learning. And it's like, no, girl, you ready, okay? Go for it. Okay, let's get our final message with the dice. Boop. So we have the number 2 with the High Priestess energy again. We have the Moon, which makes me think of the High Priestess energy again. And then we have the 9th house and Sagittarius. That's Sagittarius energy. So remember what I was saying about November being this? And you know what? November is leading into Sagittarius as well, right? The beginning of Sagittarius is, it starts in like the 20s of the month of November. So I kind of feel like there's just extra emphasis on that for you guys, that like maybe you're gonna start, and remember I said like you're gonna get that big unexpected opportunity most likely towards the end of November. It could be leading into early December, which again is actually, it correlates with Sagittarius. So again, it's just kind of going like, continue following your guidance, go with the flow, go with your intuition, and kind of, and again, this even talks about following guidance, because Jupiter is kind of like God's hand, in my opinion. That's how I see it sometimes, that luck, right? Wheel of Fortune, fate, and expansion with the 9. It's expansion in your life. It's broadening your horizons, going for the thing that you want, and continuing to listen to your inner guidance that kind of leads you there by tuning into your higher self, right? With this Moon and the number 2, and getting into the heart of hearts, okay? All right, group 5. Sorry about that. Group 5. I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. If it resonated with you, I would love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Also, if you guys tried the video that I suggested, I would love to hear that as well. What are your thoughts and opinions on it? I would also appreciate if you gave this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe to this channel if you guys are actually wanting to keep up to date with the stuff that I've got coming out, because I have big plans for this channel, and I'm excited for everybody to be able to experience them. Just like I've been saying in all the videos, I just need the time to get them done, and I will deliver. But yeah, you guys, that was your reading. I would love to, again, like I said, I would love to get to know you guys more and hear from you guys in the comments down below. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, something that's a little bit more specifically catered to you, your healing journey, what it is that you would like to accomplish, and how we can go about helping you get there, you can reach out. And so getting like a private reading, you can reach out to me through the modalities listed in the description box below. I don't know if modalities is the right word, but I've kind of been using it throughout the rest of this reading, like throughout this whole reading, I mean. So hopefully I'm saying the right thing. But yeah, you guys, that was your reading, group 5. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Lots of love and light to you guys. Bye.